Hello and welcome to the School of Nerdcraft and Dungeonry. I am your headmaster, Magic Sheep, and this is Magic Academy. If you're finding us on YouTube, make sure to leave a comment down below, like, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another episode. We're super excited to have Odyssey Dragonlords here today. It is a very fun thing. I enjoy it. I went off script. Are you guys freaking ready to go?
Yes.
Let's go.
Fuck my life.
So, a quick recap. There goes monetization. And let's just dive into a little recap. So, last episode, you guys were in the midst of a battle with Demetria. Chasing down Demetria down a corridor, she called out to her sisters to aid in battle, delaying Adrian and Nyx. As the battle raged on, Demetria was able to flee while the party started to deal with the overwhelming force of the Maenads. The Maenads tried to do a dance-off with multiple of you guys, but it was very clear that Nyx was being a target. Demetria is able to escape using a tree stride, leaving the party frustrated. Adrian and Diana continue the pursuit of Demetria, and Aaron gets pretty hurt in the process. The party, Adrian ends up finding a group of satyrs and gets frustrated as Demetria is nowhere to be found. The fight took a toll on Nyx, and Tatiana used some of their healing abilities to kind of help them out a little bit. The party then, you guys, then met a very talkative satyr named Lorius near this large mysterious tree. Midas went ahead and went to investigate the tree to see if there was anything that matches something, any of the visions that Versi had kind of pointed out to him while he was there, while the rest of the group engages in the conversation with Lorius about Demetria. Midas, you decided to take your short sword and swing at the tree, which made Demetria yell in pain in all of your heads, reaching out to you, telling you to stop. Realizing that you had some leverage, Midas, you went to go for another blow when you asked for the staff in the tree. The sort of agreed upon deal was Demetria would stop taking people, and they would have and you guys would leave the tree alone. The ending deal was Demetria agreeing to a 100-year pact to not harm people in exchange for the staff, but one of your party members must stay behind. Diana volunteered, promising to protect the forest and the temple. Adrian is unable at this moment to keep himself together as he storms off in frustration at the multitude of frustrations that have kind of built up within this party, and a lot of people leaving and dying. Nyx, you left with Diana. You left Diana with a feather from yourself, and Tatiana, you left them a cute little tin cup that you found in the boars battle on episode 1. Then Tatiana, your admirer, begged you to join the party, and reluctantly was able to get into the party, at least for now. As the party as you guys started to head off, Lutheria granted Diana the ability to be with Areto one last time. As the scene faded, Demetria removes the curse off of Hercus, who yells promptly, "What the fuck?" as he's restrained by a siren. After talking to Hercus, and he tells you that he thanks you for saving him, the group decides to leave, leaving Diana behind. And you guys found yourself approached by a group of knights riding on copper dragons. They demanded that you were to go to Mytros immediately and speak to King Acostus. Riding off to Astoria, you wrapped up a few loose ends and were able to visit Vulcan's Hall and to fix Krea's crown and a spear, which I believe I said would take about a week to fix. And then we found, after wrapping up there, you guys headed off to Mytros. You guys saw yourself coming in, the 5 of you plus Lorius, coming down over Mytros, seeing this beautifully large city. You see what seems to be a large volcano kind of on the precipice of one of the sides, and then this large bay full of docks. You see as these two hills kind of create this this middle lull in between the two larger hills that clearly have some of the finer establishments built upon it. Then you guys see a raging storm that is happening over the top of Mytros. Landing just outside of town, the four of you, Midas, Nyx, Adrian, Tatiana, dismount your dragons and start to walk towards the city. As you do, you look up into the sky and see this large visage of Sidon staring you guys down. He holds in his hand a large lightning bolt, crackling with this white energy. As he stares down at the party, at all four of you, I need you to roll initiative.
As we roll initiative, can you send me the fixed stats for the Golden Shield of Vulcan and the Axe of Xander? Because he fixed those for me.
Yeah.
Yes. I got the staff, right? And
you have your staff.
Yes. I don't have any of the information on the staff.
Correct. I do. Okay. I will get that to you here shortly.
Thank you.
Shortly.
Listen, I'm a cute emo.
If I hear that one more time, I may actually break someone's kneecaps. Oh, hey. Yeah, because here's the so I have the Golden Shield of Vulcan. That one was still in my items, but I don't think I ever got the thingamajigger, the axe, because that originally went to Diana.
The axe, yeah, I can get that to you. Let's see, does Diana have it in the inventory? That'll make it a little bit easier. Let's grab journal.
It won't let me roll because someone hasn't started the encounter.
Do I really have to put you in an encounter for that?
If you want to roll initiative. Oh, ow.
All right, I'm sending you the text, Bonnie. I will look at that later.
Oh.
Let's get you guys in an encounter. Wrong button. Did I put it in?
Okay. Is it not in the custom items?
No, I'll make one.
Okay. I'll just update the one that I have. I just wanted to double check.
There you guys. You guys able to roll in the encounter?
Yep.
I rolled physically, so I'm gonna click the roll and then I'm gonna put in what my physical roll is.
Sounds good.
Oh, that's better than my physical roll. Actually, I think you might have to change it.
That's fine. What'd you get?
I got an 18. Though if you wanna give me the 22, I won't say no.
Already trying to get stuff out. Black Harvest, welcome in. Sir Hackalot, hi.
Shit.
Evelyn, I'm going to send you details on your rod.
Thank you, darling.
That was very much a phrasing thing.
Wow. That's... Evelyn, I'm going to send you details on your rod.
Yeah, Evelyn, tell us about your rod.
Oh, you want to hear about my rod?
Yes, I only want to hear about your rod.
I would like to remind everybody this is an 18+ stream.
Yes.
It's a pretty sizable rod.
Guys, if you hit !point clip in the stream, you can actually... Jordan, clip it! ! Thank you, Heather.
Oh,
Granted, stream elements does its... Okay, thank you. I was like, stream elements, get your shit together.
That's a mix it up bot.
Thank you, mix it up bot.
We have another bot because stream elements can sometimes just crap out on us.
Yeah.
So many clips of Evelyn's rod.
Hell yeah.
My rod deserves clips.
I'm missing Tati, what'd you get?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Nyx. You rolled the lowest.
Where did your pitch go? Wait. Okay,
So-
yes. Yes, I did.
You rolled the lowest at a 9. So I'm going to need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
That's just rude.
Well, don't
We
mess up
just
next
got
time.
here.
Seriously. It's a saving throw?
Yes.
Normal.
Oh. Holy
There you go.
shit.
We got a 17.
17 fails.
Shit!
You see as this lightning bolt comes straight down from the heavens of this massive storm right towards Nyx, and it lights them up. You're gonna take 29 points of damage.
Jesus.
Fucking son of a bitch.
I
God
need
damn it.
who are you? My computer's acting slow.
Oh, my stars.
Over next to you, you see Tarkon, the captain, kind of look over and go, "Are you all right?"
That hurt like a son of a bitch.
I've not
I'm
seen the
fine.
storm attack anyone.
Not surprising.
And I need Adrian and Midas to roll a raw d20 for me.
Okay, I'm gonna do this one.
I feel like I'm being targeted.
That's a 2 from Midas.
Let's see.
Do I not go in the initiative tracker?
It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna roll this because it's a 14.
Midas, with the 2, you look up as Nyx had been kind of smited with the first one, as a second bolt of lightning comes hurtling straight towards you. You're going to take 24 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Roll me a dexterity saving throw. You do get a
no.
save.
Okay, I do get a dex save. I'm just gonna roll it in the thing.
Oh no!
I shouldn't have rolled it in the thing. That's a 5.
So you do take 24 points of damage.
I take 24 points of damage. Great. 40. I can do math.
Oh no, my boy!
Oh my god, we're back on that again.
We're always on that.
My lord.
I forgot.
Do you think
At
I'm
this
ever on my
moment-
bullshit? Oh.
In this moment, you feel Lorius like just glued to you, Tatiana. And he looks up and goes, "You all right?
Am I alright? I'm fine.
Why are they getting hit?"
Because the gods hate us.
But I would like now with my fancy brand new battle axe. Cause this thing is freaking cool. I would like oh my god, stay. Not enough bobby pins in the world.
Oh, do we get an action?
Well, mine's more of a flavor thing. And I would like to maybe kind of sort of attempt to intimidate Sidon, as I kind of just brandish the axe of Xander and spin it around in my hand.
Okay.
The axe's primary purpose is to destroy giants and titans, and it deals extra damage when I hit them.
You kind of lock eyes with the Titan Sidon as he kind of looks you down for a moment. What are the rest of you doing in this moment?
I'm activating my shield wall. I'm moving to a forward position in the group, and I am activating my phalanx. I have a big round shield that I'm just holding up in front of kind of everybody.
As you all sit there, anyone else have anything?
I'm gonna
do
cast
the same-
resistance on my. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm standing next to Midas, holding my shield up next to his.
I would probably have my shield in front of Lorius, as much as I hate to admit that. Like, I have him, like, pulled in underneath the shield.
I'm
As you
behind
all-
Midas,
Oh,
and
go
I
ahead.
cast resistance on myself.
Resistance on yourself? Okay.
Yes.
Nyx, as you cast resistance on yourself and the kind of glimmer starts to fade over you, you all look towards this massive eye of the storm that's holding this image of a titan, a god. And he looks at you all and just goes and starts to fade away. But the storm remains relenting on top of the town. What do you
Joy.
guys-
I'm gonna look over my shoulder at everybody else.
I think it would be in our best interest to get inside.
I think you're right about that.
Yeah.
I could take you guys inside.
Let's go.
Please.
I could take you straight to King Acoustics as well.
Sure.
I mean, if we dally any longer, I'm sure it won't help his mood.
Yeah.
As you guys start to proceed towards the front gates, they open with this large creak as you step inside this beautiful large town. It doesn't take long before you find yourself at the specific word for it, the Great Palace. The Great Palace is a very large building that kind of sits atop one of the hills. From the palace, you're able to see the Temple of the Five. You're also able to see the Temple of the Sidon. It's like they're pretty close in relation for this town, as it's not uncommon for there to be worshiping of both, and the placement of the palace honors that. As you guys start to ascend into the city, the Centurions escort you through marbled colonnades of the palace into the royal hall, where the king awaits. Rain is hammering down loudly upon the palace roof, and as you enter the throne room, an ear-splitting crack of thunder rolls across the sky again. A middle-aged man with a powerful build sits on a gilded throne opposite of the entrance. On the step below him are four others: a beautiful ageless woman, a regal bearing, a soldier dressed in a cerulean cloak that looks oddly familiar, a tiefling wearing a black robe, and a finely dressed young woman. The centurions standing at attention along there are several centurions standing along the back wall, in a very rigid manner. And as you enter the hall, the room is utterly silent as you take your steps forward, hearing the deliberate footfall of your own feet on this marbled floor. You come face to face with the king sitting on his throne, and he's beaming to see you. Here they are, the heroes of the Heartlands. Welcome, honored guests. You have come not a moment too soon. I am in desperate need of your counsel. As you may have noticed, our beautiful city is besieged by evil weather. We have wasted several days discussing how best to placate the Lord of Storms, but my advisors cannot seem to agree upon anything. The Oracle's prophecy has angered Sidon. That much is clear. And that's why I brought you here.
Oh, damn, Jackie. Change the weather.
Seriously, you brought us here to fix your rainstorm problem.
It's not just any rainstorm. You see, the storm is centered over Mytros itself. It hasn't left for multiple days.
Okay.
Well,
And you
Cause
did you do anything when Versi read the prophecy? I mean, there's, or did it just magically appear?
it just started appearing about, say about a week ago. I would say it appeared about a week ago, and we can't agree on anything on how to get rid of it. I figured since you're the ones that were foretold to confront the Titans and restore balance to Thylea, therefore I've decided that you must be the ones that decide how to solve this crisis.
You decided.
Love it. I love it. I love it when people make decisions for us. Okay.
Oh no, the decision is yours.
I feel like you're giving us one of those things where it's the illusion of choice rather than it
Yeah.
actually being a decision. You see, you hold the power in this particular dynamic, and it would be disadvantageous of us likely to say no. So is there really like a choice here? Like, we could say no, we could walk away, but
Well,
I have a feeling you're not really going to let us do that.
in that moment, you hear two Centurions block the door.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Had a bit of a feeling.
I don't
All
like
it-
being told no.
Well, not to
Plus
mention we
usually
could.
don't.
I mean, not to mention our less than stellar ride here.
Oh, was Darkon not nice to you all?
No, but he was very forceful in that you apparently get what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Argue to go pick up my weapons.
Well, you made it here in time, that's all that matters.
Well, I'm
People of the
so-
city depend on me, and if I'm to bring forth the new age of the Dragonlords, and they need a comfortable place.
Oh, wait a minute. You're to bring forth the Dragonlords.
Well, of course, I already have a dragon.
Having a dragon and being a dragon lord are not quite the same thing.
No.
I have several
Oh,
dragon
so
eggs, so I should be right on track, I think. But that's not what we're here to discuss.
Adrian is clearly uncomfortable.
Yeah, I look
Same.
over at Adrian and I'm,
Adrian, at this moment, you notice the man in the cerulean cloak to be Commander Gaius.
Do I need to roll on whether or not I stab him now?
Oh my god.
You may
that's up
certainly
to
try.
you, BB.
Adrian, do
That
you
is
tell
up
me
to
that it's
you.
Gaius?
I lean over to Tati, like, I need you to keep me from killing him right here, right now.
Okay. And I'll go ahead and you just sling my arm over you. I'm still holding the axe in my right hand. And I'm just gonna kind of like seatbelt you against me and be like, oh, wow, your counsel's leaves a little bit to be desired there.
You
I
mean
just say under my breath the entire barrel.
do you point at a specific person, or you just allude to it?
No, I absolutely allude to it, but I make eye contact with Gaius. He knows what he did.
Akastis looks at you and goes, "Yes, I know. I'm not a big fan of Chondrus here, but if they are from the cult of Lutheria, then I am here to oblige." And you look down, and the tiefling kind of looks up and goes, "Yes, it is important that we are here too."
Adrian, do we tell him now?
Just the seething rage that Adrian is trying to hide, like his dead face, you see the building of blush, which you don't think is possible, but is happening.
Well, we do have some solutions for you to ponder over if you'd like to hear it.
I would love to hear what you have going on.
Yeah,
Well,
if you want us
still
to solve,
pointedly staring.
you want us to solve a problem, you're kind of gonna need to give us as much information as possible.
Sure. You guys are the heroes of the prophecy, so I figured my potential solution would be for you guys to do some magic.
do some magic. That's your suggestion. Can you get any more specific than do some magic? Because we can do some magic. That's
More
easy.
importantly, did this plan come to you before or after Gaius tried to have us killed?
Probably after.
You seem very lax about that fact.
You guys volunteered.
So if we had died and Sidon just continued to torture City, you would just...
You would just be SOL?
Solid, great leadership, and I'm like clanking the front of the axe against the shield. I hate this guy so much already.
You want to solve this problem or not?
You haven't given
we
us
could be
enough
cordial.
information to solve it
We could
with.
solve it here, I could put you in a jail, and you could solve it there. But I will not be made fun of.
I'm not the one who's partnered with Sidon and Lutheria to get rid of Sidon Storm.
They have their suggestions, if you'd like to hear it too.
Let me guess, somebody's gonna die.
The Commander Gaius steps forward and goes, "No one's got to die."
Oh, right. Because you did so good last time.
It's very simple. Dismantle the Temple of the Five.
No.
It would appease Sidon, and then you could go forward.
No. How about no? Next.
Looking over, the tiefling kind of looks up and goes, "Well, my idea was to give 70 people to take up the black robes, to say. Join the cult of Lutheria. I'm sure you could find 70 people easy."
I would rather die.
Oh, it does not have to be you.
So the three plans that we're working, that you have that the three of you have managed to come up with are either do some magic, dismantle a temple, or get 70 people to join your cult.
Yes, from my perspective, that's exactly what we've come up with.
I've so done it. Do some magic.
So let me just make sure we have all of the information that apparently you are able to give us, which is 3 plans, none of which are very good.
And small hand.
That the cause of this is that Sidon is pissed off about a prophecy.
I don't know what Sidon's actually upset about. I just know that he has a storm over Mytros, and we need to appease him.
You've got one of his cult members here. Have you considered asking? Have you considered having your dude here be like, "Hey God, hey Titan that I worship for some fucking reason, what's up?"
You see a small hand go up from the finely dressed young woman, and they go, "I have a suggestion too."
Let's hear.
I'm not gonna hit it if that's what you're asking.
Acostus looks down and goes, "This is Bella. I was thinking that why don't we just kind of do what we always do and just sacrifice some oxes."
It's better than human sacrifice? Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Please tell me that is not what I think it means.
Am I Midas is gonna look at everybody else and be like, "Am I the only one not getting it?"
I'm just gonna like look at you.
You don't mean
No. I know that you probably belong to the party. I just figured that
No, I don't I don't mean me, I mean people like me.
Yeah.
Some oxes?
All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cross that one off the list.
Bella,
just point blank.
That would take about 100 oxen, and that's easily 10,000 gold pieces for what we're working with. I don't think that's the right solution here.
I put my hand on Midas's shoulders, like, all right.
We could just sacrifice you instead.
I know, we really
why don't we
could.
sacrifice the four of you? I think
You
that
guys would do
sounds like a
great.
great idea.
Silence! I will not be spoken to like this.
I'll talk to you however the fuck I want.
Sorry.
You're gonna be.
I'm
you're gonna
flabbergasted.
come at. You're gonna bring us in here and tell us that you're gonna sacrifice 100 people just because they happened to get cursed a couple hundred years ago and be like, oh, isn't that a great solution? What makes their lives worth less than yours?
Queen Valis suddenly stands up and goes, enough of this. She stands up from her throne very swiftly. And she's radiating this very sense of profound intellect and just divine beauty. And Acostus looks at them and goes, Valis, please sit. This is not your place.
I'm sorry. No, ma'am, please go ahead.
Thank you. Here is the prophecy. I greet you. I am Valis of the Five Gods. For centuries, the people of Mytros have revered me as the goddess of wisdom. Mortal kings once traveled from across the cerulean sea seeking my counsel, but as you can see, my husband prefers to consult with fools and concubines, and kind of looks at Bella frustratedly.
Yes.
We gods are capable of saving the city. Joined together, the four of us could weave a spell to counter Sidon's magic. But such a miracle will require a sacrifice of our power. I will do what I must to protect my city, but the others will need to be persuaded. I've summoned Kira, Pyra, and Vulcan to the palace so that you may speak with them and make them see reason if you'd like. You are the oracles chosen. They will heed your words.
It's the best idea we've gotten so far.
That is leagues better than anything else.
You should have led with that.
It's almost like she's the goddess of wisdom or something.
I know, right?
I don't...
It's almost like maybe you all should have been listening to her in the first place instead of coming up with your own stupid ideas.
At this moment, 3 of the guards are going to step towards the party.
Great.
I'm not even I'm not holding up any weapons. My shield is put away, and I'm just, if they want to arrest me, they can arrest me.
I was gonna say, I'm clearly not in battle position. I'm holding Adrian still, and Lorius. Lori behind the shield, and Adrian behind the axe. Yes, I'm the threatening one here.
Lori just kind of goes up and goes, this is a lot. That's Valis. They're so pretty. You're prettier, but wow.
Well, it's okay, honey. Don't just shh.
Are you gonna be
Let's
safe?
not get a golden apple situation going on.
We'll be safe. We'll be safe. I just need you to be quiet right now.
It is not my first choice to have my wife get rid of their power to save the city. But if that's what they want, then that is what they want.
I would like if we could seek counsel with your wife. And then because I it's very much like what's her name? Valis? Is that what you said?
Valis.
Okay, so I am looking in her direction with my eyes covered. Because I just remembered what level we're at. Okay, this presents a whole new problem. Okay, so I'm like looking in her direction with my eyeballs covered, but I'm addressing King Douchebag because clearly he thinks that he speaks for her. Would like to seek counsel. get wrecked on so many levels. But I would like to seek counsel with your wife, if you don't mind, away from these yahoos and you.
You're saying that anything you have to say you can't say to the king?
Would you like me to be polite or would you like me to be honest?
At the moment, you feel Valis kind of touch your shoulder and kind of squeeze it for a second. I'd like you to solve this problem without being such a pain in the ass.
Well, then let us do our job. And don't get in the way.
We're the pain in the ass. We're the pain in the ass.
He snaps his finger. And Commander Gaius goes, "Yes, sir." Estrella, come here. And from a side entrance, the door swings open. Heather, would you like to introduce your character?
I'm angry.
So, from this side door, you see what looks to be a tan-skinned, yet slightly furry, cat-looking woman who walks out clad in light, flowing, not much of anything, but there is cover. Ears out to the side, deep navy hair, who just very slowly walks down to meet him. Yes, I'm here.
Thank you. Your travels went well.
No, I am here, aren't I?
You got payment from the small city?
Yes.
And they didn't put up a fight.
Why would they?
That's why you were my favorite.
Mm.
Commander Gaius looks over to you guys. While you are solving this problem, I would like Estrella to join you. Make sure you guys don't do anything unacceptable.
Adrian, does this guy like anything that's like human-esque to it? So always gotta have animal properties.
Listen, I don't know. I know he was into dragons. I don't king shame, but at the same time, it just seems wrong. I don't know what's going on here. I need this hate out of my body.
Well, we should probably walk you back outside. You can fight the lightning.
I will stab all of the lightning.
Okay. Well, I guess if you're coming with us, because there's somewhere we can go away from.
Yes, my quarters are this way if you'd like to follow me to them.
Okie dokie.
And Valis starts to take off in a very elegant stride, expecting you to follow. As they lead the way, you guys head up a few staircases, kind of realizing that this palace is somewhat of a maze, but very well decorated. You see artifacts from Lost Wars, and you see bits and baubles from collections of the Temple of Sidon, the Cult of Lutheria, artifacts of the Five. It's like a living temple to all deities across Thylea. And Valis finds a very large ornate door with very beautifully done gilded art on it. He kind of opens it up and goes, "This way, please." And as you step inside, sorry about that. I know Acostus can be quite rash.
That's one way to put it.
You can tell by the company he keeps.
Clearly.
Does he always speak for you?
He didn't used to. There was a day that we were unloved.
You're the goddess of wisdom. Why does he not? It seems odd to me that he wouldn't seem to care about your wisdom when that's like your whole thing.
He's king. He can do whatever he wants.
Girl,
But
you
you're a
are a
god.
goddess.
You're a god.
You're literally more powerful than him. And like, look at you, look at him, look at you.
Yeah.
Gods have their limits as well. And I love this city more than anything. Staying in power might have its deficits at time, but... And you look over and you see scattered across their dresser, instead of ornate makeup or clothes, you see a bunch of scrolls and policies, books kind of labeled on the side of different moralities and understanding of the local regions, maps kind of scattered across with drawings on them. I keep busy. I basically run Mytros. But Mytros has always had a king.
Oh, so he's just a pretty figurehead. Okay, then we can ignore that.
Estrella,
Yes.
glad to see you made it in.
It's always a pleasure to see you.
Everyone here, I guess, this is Estrella. They came with Commander Gaius. Commander Gaius is typically here. We seek him for a lot of consults with the Titans. It is important to appease both the gods and the Titans. Estrella was one of the new ones that came on.
Yeah, I am supposed to be here to assist, or I guess babysit for the most part.
Well, forgive me. I didn't get your names. What were they?
Midas.
Pleasure.
Adrian.
Cold hands.
Nyx. I don't hold out a hand, actually, because Talon claws.
You have beautiful wings.
Thank you.
I uncomfortably avert my gaze to Tatiana.
Cursed one.
What gave you that idea? The fact that I can't look at you, or the fact that my hair's talking to you?
Nonetheless, you are beautiful.
Oh, stars.
And Lorius looks up and goes, "Yeah, and she's mine. We're together."
Are you still with us?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Go on then, little guy. Introduce yourself. You're part of the party.
Hi. Lorius. I'm the cute little satyr boy that belongs to this hot mama.
Oh, wow.
We
Okay.
no,
No
no one owns anybody here. Nobody owns anybody here.
No, I don't. It's a long story. It doesn't quite work that way.
He was Valis kind of chuckles.
She said to you.
I've had my fair share of intrepid suitors myself. I've managed to stave them off, I think, for now, but I'm sure Loria sees something in you that's very important. So,
yeah, okay.
I mean, he sees something in everybody who gives him attention.
Shut up. Oh, you said you wouldn't talk about it.
Valis sits down and offers you some of the seating around the room. Goes, so, what were your thoughts?
Well, we were hoping to know more about yours first.
Well, I know that it would probably take some type of control weather spell, which I'm assuming none of you have access to.
No.
I don't think so.
Not
I
that
don't.
kind of cleric, sorry.
Me either in any capacity. Beacon of hope.
dismantling the Temple of Five would weaken the faith of the city. It would shift it towards the Titans,
I don't
which
think it's
is
fair.
not a bad idea, but it comes at a cost. Condris, well, he says he wants to take people in for more initiates, but I'm not sure they're doing what they say they're doing. When this is all said and done, I want to circle back on that. I think the Code of Lutheria has done some very weird things lately, and I'd like to get your guys' help on that.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
The
Yep.
imbecile offered sacrificing a hectatomb, 100 oxes. I assume you guys don't have 10,000 gold pieces. It's money that our coffers don't have.
No, we certainly
that
do
is-
not have 10,000 gold pieces to pay for 100 humanoid. Humanoid? Is it technically classified as
just-
humanoid?
Just ox. You could do just oxen. Doesn't have to be
Like
humans.
actual oxen or
Yeah.
like minotaurs? Because
No, like-
I'm a little confused as to which one is actually being referred to.
Although
Because
it
I
was a
know
little
that like
funny,
people don't really see us as like people.
not around
so.
here. But it was really funny to see the face when you went after Bella. No, I honestly think they meant just we sacrifice ox for Sidon all the time. I think they just meant doing the same thing. It would just be costly, so you guys would have to find money or take some odd jobs to get enough. There is the Great Games going on, so perhaps you could participate, but with the storm going on, we can't host them. And the last
Yeah, I
thing
think-
is
I think getting jobs is a little out of the question.
convincing my brothers and sisters to perform basically a miracle, but it's going to significantly weaken us. And could
Would you be able to recover?
I don't know. Perhaps that's what Sidon and Lutheria want. We're ebbing closer and closer to the Oath of Peace being gone, and if the four of us now are not able to keep up the power, then we'll stand no chance. But it is an option. I'm willing to do it.
Doesn't seem like there's many good choices all the way around.
No.
What if we sacrifice Gaius?
I think since Sidon might just like hurl every lightning bolt he has at the city, so probably not a good idea. He is
So
one of Sidon's
if
favorites.
What if we sacrifice the dits on the steps?
One more time?
What if we sacrifice the dits on the steps?
Dits.
Dits, like Ditsy.
Oh, you mean Bella?
Oh, it has a name. Okay.
Yes, Bella, my keeps my husband busy.
In more ways than one.
Just thinking with the wrong head, is he?
Man, I guess I don't know. You'd have to speak to Caius on that one. I don't see it working too favorably. It is an option, but I could probably deal with my husband's temper tantrums. We'll see.
You think our best option is the not sacrifice options?
Yeah.
You know, I personally don't like to get my hands, I don't know, bloody. So it is out of the question for me.
Well, what about the rest of you? Nyx?
I'm not exactly the best talker here, so someone else would have to talk your siblings, whatever, the other gods, into working a miracle. But I'd rather not sacrifice anything, or have to pay 10,000 gold to get things to sacrifice.
Fair.
The only problem is that leaves the gods in a weakened state. And if it's going to come to war,
It puts you at a significant disadvantage.
No,
Well, that's why we have you all, right?
true. That is why. That is. Well,
Minus that
that
one.
is. That is
Which
why
one?
Kind of gives a wink at Estrella as the odd one out right now.
I want to look over at Estrella, and I want to look at her very intently. Just like kind of study her for just a split second. I used to know somebody by that name.
And what did you say your name was again?
Midas.
And Estrella thinks, and while it hasn't been that long, she looks Midas over and realizes that there is a certain familiarity of him. She doesn't necessarily realize what it may be, because the last time she met someone named Midas, they were much younger, a little bit more uncontrolled, back on the island of time.
Yeah. The last time Midas knew somebody named Estrella, she wasn't walking around on 2 feet. So.
So, with Midas kind of staring her down real quick, and with Estrella asking the name, she kind of thinks about it a little bit, and she goes, "You wouldn't have happened to have been, I don't know, on the island of time at any point in your life?"
That is such a weirdly specific question that I'm going to answer honestly. Yes.
And Estrella's eyes get wide. Almost, you see the purple, but almost the traditional cat-like slits in her eyes get wide. Almost like she sees something surprising, and she looks at Midas and just goes, "It is you. My, you have grown."
No.
Do you two know each other?
Well, it's been a little bit. He was much younger.
You're that Estrella.
Well, that is my name, and I am from the island of the time. But she looks herself up and down. She goes, "Things have changed just a little bit."
Clearly. I mean... And you see that Midas is like truly speechless a little bit.
son, are you going to introduce us to your little friend?
Oh.
Oh, well then.
You hear in your head.
We have a history.
Yes. Let's just say I was a little bit of a mentor. He was a little bit of a new thing on the island. We needed to make sure that no one ate him.
Mentor is a strong word.
Well, you couldn't control your magic at the time, and maybe you have now, but we like to think that we had a little bit of a hand in that.
Well, there's more of a paw, but yeah. I guess
She just kind of looks at her hands a little bit. There's claws on them. She's, well, yes, in a way.
In your head, Adrian, you hear Taldor and Veth say, "You keep the strangest of companies."
You haven't realized this by now? We're kind of a motley crew.
And it just keeps getting weirder.
It's weirdly enough, it's kind of good to see you.
You know, I know we're not currently meeting in the best of circumstances, but I am happy to see you.
We're gonna put a pin in this because we still have to solve this, and this is weird, and all of it's weird. Everything here is just a bit weird right now, and it's the moment I walked through that door in Astoria, things have just been getting weirder. So we're just gonna keep trucking.
I'm glad that you found each other again. I would like to get back to solving this problem.
Yeah, let's get back to solving the problem. So yeah, we have some options. We sure do have options.
Midas, buddy, you good?
I'm great. We're gonna talk about this later. Right now, we're gonna solve this problem for this city. We're gonna make this storm go away. Let's figure this out.
Lorius, honey, I think Midas needs a hug.
I can give him a hug? Okay. And he runs towards you and just barrels in for a hug.
All right. I pick him up like a toddler.
Wow, it seems you've picked up a plaything too. I thought that was only me.
He is not a plaything. He is my little buddy.
I mean, you are holding him.
I put him down.
We can be buddies. I like being buddies.
Yeah,
That's
And
so
you're like
rude.
Tatiana's best friend, so it makes sense that we can be friends too. That way, you know, when like Tatiana and I get married, you could like be the best man.
Yeah, and I Midas, I'm gonna put a hand on my hip and go, yeah, because we're such best friends, aren't we?
Yeah, it's. I know we met maybe 2 days ago.
And I'm gonna do the thing where I like fold my arms underneath my bra and just kind of like cross my arms. I know, wow, we've only known each other for a little while, but we're the best of friends.
I lean
Adrian
over
is clearly
to,
uncomfortable.
I lean over to Adrian. I'm like, I really need a snack right now, and we should find a way out of this situation.
Yeah, I'll let you know. We kind of need to
Glorious
address
goes.
like the destruction of the city, and we also just can't look away.
Glorious goes,
Yep.
"Thanks, champ," and slaps you on the back, and then runs back over to Tatiana
No.
and like hugs onto their leg.
Thanks, champ. You're
Champ,
doing great,
that's
son.
where we're going.
Wait, does that
God.
make him your stepdad? What does that make me? It's a him.
Grandpapa,
No!
Yes.
we are a family.
No.
I'm loving this.
No.
Yes, I'm here for it.
No,
I
I'm
quit.
putting my
Oh.
foot down. We're not doing that.
So, cat persons are things here. Remember, I don't think cat people were things when I was alive.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm a cat thing. I was a great and powerful sphinx. I just happen to look like this now.
When I knew you, you were a baby sphinx.
Okay. Still a sphinx.
I am.
See, are the Sphinx? Oh, go ahead.
I'm assuming, Estrella, you share a similar affliction to Tatiana here.
And Estrella looks at Tatiana and like sees, and she looks up at her because Estrella is only about 5 feet tall. She is very short. She looks up at her and she goes, I mean, I don't have, what are those, snakes?
I'm actually gonna, okay. In an effort to be less monstrous, I'm going to lean forward because they're very excited when people take interest in them. Like they get kind of giggly, and I'm gonna lean forward, and you're gonna see that they're all like flicking their tongues, super excited.
And once again, Estrella's eyes went from large to that cat-like point, and she's like, and she like goes to reach up her hand to like bat one, and she's like, no. Wonderful.
It is not advisable to touch snakes.
Okay, well, you can touch them as long as you're invited. Now, if you touch them without asking, I will take your hand off.
So, you guys, I mean, obviously, my sister haven't all known each other for a while.
Nope.
I met these people about 2 days ago.
Wow, and a marriage. And a marriage already? 2 days ago, and a marriage? What?
Marriage? Who's getting married?
The short
We're getting
little...
married.
No, buddy, no.
I haven't asked the question yet. It's, consent is important. I haven't asked, but I will. I'd have to find the right ring and the right time. And I think you guys have a little bit more important things to do right now. So I'm trying to stay out of the way like I promised.
Good for him.
For my beautiful Tatiana.
Try it now. Thank you.
Now?
No. Try it. No. Staying out of it.
Oh, okay. I am.
The ring sounded nice.
Okay.
Next.
Can I like an insight or an arcana check to tell if this is like a curse or like
On Lorius?
yes.
Absolutely. Make me a insight check on that.
This is valid because we all just were like, okay.
You all did roll with it.
Yeah.
Since we're doing insight, can I roll Arcana to see if there's any magical effect?
Sure.
Hot dog. That's a nat 20.
Natural 20.
Ooh, Chris. Is Stream Elements working again, or is it being...
I'll find
Probably
out.
not.
Okay.
Being really weird.
Nope, it's not working. Screw you, Stream
Randall, I'll
Elements.
DM you about that.
Okay. You look at Lorius and you just like peer into like the thoughts for just a moment. He is so into Tatiana, just so into him. And it's not necessarily that he's cursed, but that this poor little fellow has just been through a lot of rejection. He has just latched on to someone who has shown kindness to him.
Oh no.
Which is why
I know all this information already. Never mind.
Which is why he latched onto Tatiana, because Tatiana was the first one to show kindness out of your group. So it kind of makes sense. I kind of wish it was Adrian, but Adrian said, fuck that dude, and ran away.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that 23 in Arcana just says, nope, not magic.
You gain the same information. Yeah, there's no magic.
Oh.
Wait a minute. I was gonna like... I have remove curse, but I guess I can't remove the curse of being rejected.
Jesus.
Only therapy can remove that curse.
Wow.
I'm sorry, it went with the theme of the night. Come on.
So Valis.
I also know that when you guys solve this problem, I know he didn't mention it when you were in there. You guys were, I think, 3 seconds away from getting put in jail, which was not ideal. Tact, never mind, not the problem. Versi reached out to me and said you guys are looking for something called the Ultros.
Yes. That is something indeed that we are looking for.
So I asked Akassis about it, and he has a map. I'm sure he'd be willing to exchange it, or at least he seemed willing before. He was going to offer that to you guys, but as reward. If I'm being honest with you guys, I think he seemed a little excited to offer you that map too.
What if we get in his good graces by saying this map will help us to achieve this goal? Make him feel like he's included when that's the only thing he's providing of value to this entire plan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's going to give you the map before you solve the problem. That boat means something to him. And I think you guys being the ones to find it, I mean, he's a pious man. I'm a little surprised he's willing to give that to you all. Akassis is, after all, a descendant of the Dragonlords.
Oh, that makes sense then why he thinks he's gonna be the one to make the new order of the Dragonlords.
Dante, you think we should tell him?
I mean, don't you have like a dragon radar or something that tells you when there's other dragon lords around?
No, I left that in my other leather armor.
Well, I didn't know how it worked last time. I don't know anything about this.
Would I have any knowledge in my brain of which Dragonlord? I don't know why I'm just thinking Atreyu in my head. Who they would be related to?
You could ask.
Okay.
Hey, what I just said.
I don't like to read comments out of chat, but I left that in my previous life. Has me done.
He is a descendant of Esther, Archleander.
That's true.
Which one is Esther? Isn't Esther the one we don't like? Out of character.
Yeah.
Isn't that the gross guy?
Would you like to hear a tale about Esther?
I love stories. Please indulge.
Let's. You know what? Yes.
Sure.
So that is Esther was the one that was seen with the mural slaughtering.
Okay.
Mm.
That we immediately bypassed, and Ida was like, "We just don't talk about him."
So,
Yeah.
let me tell you guys a little bit about Esther, because I remember him. Of all the Dragonlords, the brothers Telemach and Esther Archleander were one of the most ruthless and savage. Telemach, the elder, dreamed of being a great king. He offered his protection and that of his dragon to anyone who would swear allegiance to him. He promised a future in which the so-called civilized species had utter dominance over the Leia and the Fey creatures. Mortals and all races flocked to his banner. He built fortresses, walls, cities to protect his followers from attacks. The foundation of what would one day become the great kingdom of Mytros, where we stand today. The ranks of his armies, under the command of his younger brother Esther, swelled. For Telemach, war was merely a tool, a way to build and secure a future for his people. Esther, however, cared little for the future. He had no desire to rule or govern, and the only way for his joy was battle. Most, including his dragon, thought he was a brave hero seeking glory. The truth, well, it was far worse. Far worse than any of us could imagine. For war was the only way that Esther could satisfy his bloodlust and cruelty. His victories on the battlefield meant nothing beyond the chance of slaughter and carnage. As Telemach's kingdom grew, it expanded into Gigan territory. Knowing the one-eyed, six-armed giants would not welcome outsiders, he commanded Esther to lead his giant army against them. In Telemach's mind, his brother would break the Gigan ranks and force the giants to bend the knee. That was it. Esther had other plans. Riding on his dragon, he led the charge that routed to the Gigans. The giants fought bravely, but they weren't a match for a Dragonlord with his mount. Once they knew the battle was lost, they threw down their weapons and surrendered. Esther refused to take prisoners and refused to parley. To the horror of his dragon mount, he ordered his troops to massacre every single Geigen warrior. The threat was gone. The Geigans were not. There were no more soldiers. But he wasn't finished. Esther pushed on towards soldiers, onwards to the towns where the Geigans lived. The warriors slain, the remaining now were defenseless. Esther's dragon begged him to show mercy, but he was ignorant to her pleas. His army massacred mothers and children, the old and the infirm. Only a handful of Geigans escaped the war to the Fey folk of Esther's atrocities. The unbridled slaughter revealed Esther's true nature. His dragon abandoned him. The consequences of his actions were, well, worse than we could think of. Seeing the slaughter, Lutheria recognized the threat that the new mortal races of Thylia had, and so she released Sidon from his vow not to harm any of them. With his fury unleashed, Sidon gathered a great army of Fey creatures and led them against the civilized races, and had butchered the Geigans. Sidon meant to drive the invaders into sea, but the true outcome was the First War. The First War that Mytros, my own sister, gave their life for, the city. So we were the Temple of Five. Only 4 of us remain.
Adrian's going to get up and walk to the other side of the room after this story.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to like wherever the nearest window of the room is, and pray.
I had thought Acostus was different. He was, but the apple doesn't far from the tree.
Clearly.
So,
Well,
how are we going to solve this problem?
as much as I don't know that weakening the gods is a good idea, that does seem to be the solution that things are heading towards. Unless someone else has...
Taking down the temple or
unless it's a better idea.
asking Pythor, Kira, and Vulcan to help?
So either, yeah. Well, taking down the temple, does that reduce your actual power? Or does it just reduce your sway? Like your influence versus your actual magical ability?
I don't know. I think that it would just affect just the effect that we
Just
would
the
have,
city.
but there is power in worship, and
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Tatiana is quite aware of the power of intention.
Unfortunately.
I'm going to step out for a moment, let you guys talk. Would you like me to send in the 3 others?
No.
No. Please, no. I mean, unless Astrea wants... I don't... Do you want him in here?
No, I think we can take some time to discuss before the others arrive.
I would like to stop her though on her way out.
Yes. How can I help you?
I am aware that it's pouring outside, and normally I would never ask somebody, especially if somebody of your station, this, but could you take me to where Mytros died? Not today, not right now, just soon.
I could do that. I'll leave you be. And they shut the door behind the small from the door.
As she does that, because this is her chambers, there is, either a bed or seats within the room. Estrella kind of walks forward, plops herself down, lays across, a chair languidly, and goes, well, any plans? I'm all ears.
Always make a heist and get 10,000 gold.
We could do that if we think it would be effective.
But if the castle doesn't have that kind of money in the city, who does?
It might not be that they don't have the money. It might be that they're unwilling.
Would this be something that Estrella would know, possibly on the back end, if the city does actually have enough money?
You've seen Akasis's spending habits, and you know that he is stopping at nothing to restore the Dragon Order, the Dragonlords, and in fact, it's so haphazard that there is a dragon out front, sitting on a pile of silver pieces, for Akasis's dragon Icarus. So you would assume that there probably just isn't.
Yeah. I mean, you all probably saw the display out front. Just in my time here, he's not great with money. Even though they are a city and he is a king. So he's probably not going to be the best one to take from. And then I'm also not one to take from the people of the towns.
Technically inducting people into the cult, for lack of a better term, they don't have to stay. It just said we had to induct them. They could leave.
That's the funny thing about cults. They're not always that easy to leave.
Is that what Tatiana's doing? He's just like...
Yeah, it's kind of like, I mean, yes, but you're not wrong.
Cults are complicated.
I wouldn't know.
Especially with how weird the cult of Lutheria is being. Apparently, I don't think it's wise to give them more members.
I will be honest with you guys. There is not a good solution.
Yeah. We're getting that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hate it though.
I think we just have to do the
skills to
thing.
persuade?
Sorry, what was that?
Do we have the skills to persuade gods?
No.
Estrella's gonna turn around and look at everyone and just go, well, I mean, I am quite cute. And she does essentially she turns around and looks up at everyone in that very Puss in Boots, does that cat cute thing. And she's
Stop.
maybe this might work.
Oh my god.
Just the cutest, biggest eyes that you could ever see, and from a cat girl, essentially.
Can you do the paw thing next to it just for?
She just looks and she's just like,
That is cute, but I still don't know about you.
Thank you.
Are you sure this doesn't work on you? Just stares at Adrian, just more. The eyes get wider. There's more sparkles. Her purple eyes start slightly glowing.
Rar.
Rar.
No insult to you, but this has been a very difficult couple of days.
As a siren, I do have persuading properties. But I would prefer to not have to resort to that against a god.
Where's the fun in that?
I think
my persuasion is a bit different, so I don't know if I'm comfortable.
I can be fairly persuasive. One might say a +6 persuasiveness.
Wow!
Suddenly,
fuck, dude.
One of my eyes pops out of my head. Whoops! I don't know why that happened.
Actually, I'm a +7, so yeah.
I
that tracks with
have a
siren.
+5, but the way I go about persuading people things, I don't know if
I can lie.
it wouldn't be very edgelord
Oh my
of me right now.
god! Oh my god! Same. I'm really good at that.
Okay. I feel like our only option is going to be persuading some gods. Well, if we dismantle the temple, though, there's a chance that it doesn't take their power down. And
yeah, it's a chance that it just affects their influence.
Yeah.
Influence can be rebuilt. That's just personality. They can start from the bottom, go right back on up.
Tati?
That's actually, yes. What if we went around and gathered people and we took down the temple? Oh my god, it's painful. Take down the temple brick by brick and just rebuild it somewhere else.
That's not in Mytros.
If we if it was rebuilt just outside the city.
We could rebuild it outside the city. We could just stack the blocks, make the storm go away, and then rebuild it.
We take the temple and push it somewhere else.
Oh my god.
Here's the thing, though, is that Sidon is a vindictive motherfucker. I don't think we're gonna be able to catch Sidon on a technicality. Unfortunately.
Unless we build it where he can't see it, underground.
I mean, you're not wrong.
The look on his face, like, fuck.
You're not wrong.
You are certainly able to try.
I can try anything. I can do anything I put my heart to.
If we get the rolls right, you know? Otherwise, we all might get smote.
Bunch of nat 20s. We build a temple successfully in a cavern. Randall's entire Mytros plot is thrown out the window.
Didn't we? I wasn't there. I was gonna say something about the underground temple to Sidon, but Midas wasn't there. The one with
no, but there was an underground temple to Lutheria.
Oh, it was.
Yes.
It was to Lutheria.
Well, so the underground temple, and yeah, there's that one, and then the other underground temple we had encountered was also where Versi is. That had been taken over by Sidon.
Yeah.
But what he doesn't know has been rebuilt won't hurt him. Or us. Hopefully not us. On second thought, maybe not. I only look like a cool 47 right now, and I saw what happened to you guys earlier.
Yeah, I'm at 25. This
21.
is not a happy day.
Yeah, I'm still a little. I'm gonna be honest. I'm still a little crispy from that.
Same. My feathers have like singe on the tips of them.
Yeah, like he's got a couple of burns. from wherever the lightning hit. There's like a bit of burning, a little bit of charred skin.
So two best options: convince the gods to do a miracle, which will weaken their power. Move a temple, possibly rebuild it, but maybe not. Depends on how that works out. Possibly lose god power. But, I mean...
Which means we have to be up on our game to be the champions.
Yeah, definite loss of god power, maybe loss of god power.
I think our maybe option is probably safer than the definite option.
Yeah, I think dismantling the temple.
I don't love it, but...
Yeah.
I don't want to do sacrifices, so, yeah.
I feel like it's going to cause me physical pain.
I don't know that I don't think we have a good option.
No, we don't. At least from the options we've been given. None of them are good.
There's a small rapping at the door, and Valis comes back in with a little bit of water to kind of pass out to you guys.
Aww.
Were you able to come to a conclusion? You could also speak to Kira Pythor without trying to convince them. Just get their perspective too, if you wanted. But what did you guys come up with?
I would like to speak to them.
Yeah.
We're still stuck.
What are you
Essentially.
leaning towards?
We're leaning towards dismantling the temple.
And also maybe moving it outside.
If it were to be rebuilt outside the city, would that count as the appeasement?
That wouldn't work. I always knew there'd be a time that our power would wane over Thalia.
It's better than giving it up entirely.
It wouldn't. Yeah. If you want to speak to the others, they're each in their own room down the hall.
Well, that was fast. I feel like we just saw Vulcan and Pythor.
They're gods. They can travel however they
I was about
want.
to say, they are gods. They can just show up.
A little bit of planar shift never hurt anyone.
You ever
You
rode this
always
celestial
think
Uber,
Teleport?
son?
You mean? They're not shifting planes.
They could.
Well, yeah. They could shift planes and then shift planes again. We don't know. We don't know how they travel.
That's such a
They
waste of
always
spell slots.
I still think it's
gods.
celestial Uber.
Celestial Uber. I mean, we do have dragons here.
Okay.
What are you guys
Who
doing?
do we see first?
I guess we're gonna need to go talk to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Go first. I'll take you there.
I was gonna say is, whoever we go see first, before I go into whatever that room is, I want to hang back with Valis for a hot sec. So
Okay.
I guess we could stop by Pythor first before he gets hammered.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna say you guys start heading towards Pythor's room, and Midas, you're kind of in the front of the group with Valis, kind of having a small conversation.
I just have a
What's up, dear?
Were you close with Versi the First, the Titan of Prophecy, at any point?
No, I've heard of other Titans. There was, oh boy, Calcia, Talius, Hegaron, Yala, Galoron, Versi
Oh my
the
God.
First.
Gala? I don't know. I can't write them all down fast enough.
They didn't exist when I was here. Just found writings, etchings, stories. Most were here long before. I don't know what happened, but Sidon and Lutheria are the only one that are here today.
Oh, someone told me you knew more about her, so that's why I ask.
Let me do some digging and see if I can find more information on them.
Okay. All I know is that she's petrified, and I'm trying to find her.
I'm gonna go to some of the arcane libraries and see if I can find something. And before you guys, well, I'm assuming if you're getting the ultras, you guys are gonna set sail. So before you guys set sail, I'd love to get you that answer. Is that okay? I'm sorry I don't have it right away.
Yes, thank you. That's very much appreciated.
Anything for you.
Thank you.
So Pythor's right in here. And you guys they kind of open the door and Vala steps forward and you see Pythor, the room just littered with drinks already. He's kind of stumbling around and goes, "Hi. There's my who's that one?"
We left you sober not 6 hours ago.
Yes, about that. I like to drink.
6 hours. You promised.
I know. I just I got wind Cal's gone. But that's not what we're here for.
Adrian's gonna walk up. Adrian's gonna walk up, like seeing that moment, and just put a hand on. I hope it don't burn off. Put a hand on his shoulder, and I was like, "We all miss Cal."
Mm-hmm.
He reaches forward and hands you a drink. Well, drink up. Makes things better. Works every time one of my wives is killed.
What?
Tragic. I can imagine. That really seems to have ebbed your whatever.
Ebbed his flow. Perhaps.
Something.
I'll catch the 3 newbies up. I'm cursed. Hexia comes around, takes anyone that I love, swings them off, and they're a dragon, and I'm assuming kills them and eats them. I really don't know what they do with them. So I can't love anyone, which is great.
That's tragic.
That's depressing.
Who needs love? I'm the god of war, after all.
I mean,
Okay.
She goes like around.
So
sure.
Is it love war itself?
You know,
That sounds complicated.
You seem very complicated, but that's just me.
Why are you here?
Questions, apparently.
I have all the answers. I'm a god.
Well,
so were the Temple of the Five to be dismantled, what would happen to you? Do you know what would happen to the power of the gods? Would it affect this region? Would it affect in general? Would it affect influence, or would it affect like actual magical power?
Let's see.
I know that's a lot of questions in one.
Yes, probably, maybe.
It's
If we took the Temple of the Gods out, then I think well, Sidon and Lutheria would probably benefit from like the increase of worship, we should be fine. I'm fine. I don't gotta worry about it.
Are you a dude, bro?
With this hair, I don't know how. I forgot how I acted him, and that's where I've landed. So,
I'm totally the god of war, dude. Apparently, Pythor's Keanu.
I mean, he's drunk, so figure it out later.
Lowered inhibitions and all that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, anything else? What do you got? Is that it? You guys taking it down? That's the final answer?
I'm gonna look over at Tatiana in hopes that she can more coherently than I can ask the right questions.
Okay. So
Yes.
So you don't know what'll happen if we take down the temple. Is that what you're saying? I know that you're a god and I know that you'll be fine. But I need to know like right now. Eyes on me. I know that they're a little hazy. Yeah, good job. So you don't know what'll happen.
No.
Okay, now here's the other thing. If I were, say, to ask you if you would be willing to create a miracle with your siblings to rid the storm from Mytros, what do you say to that?
That could work.
You would lose some of your power in the long run.
If we're in
You'd
a
be
war.
less Pythor and more Pythor.
Well, he would get drunk quicker.
You would. This is true.
He could have a great time.
We are in a war, yes. You and your siblings would lose a hair bit of power. No, not a hair bit, a fair bit, if you...
Roll me a persuasion on that.
14!
I couldn't. If we're going into war, I need all my power.
So you
okay,
also
well, if
have
you're
us.
gonna... And you need to stop drinking.
I still got a while. Oh, the beast is still here. For now.
Okay, it's a great time to practice getting sober.
We don't have a lot of options.
So, if we're gonna take down this temple and we don't know what's gonna happen to you, I would really prefer it if you were at your most coherent. Deal?
Go speak to Kira and Vulcan. Vulcan.
Okay.
Perhaps you'll be able to convince them.
And if they say yes?
I might be
Amenable to
more
reconsideration?
yes.
If they say yes and we come back, I'll buy you a drink and then we can just move forward. And that just as like a celebratory thing.
Come back to me when you've done it. We'll talk. And he goes to take just another big gulp of this big horn full of ale. And Vala stands up and goes, I could take you to the other two, if you're ready.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. And they step forward out of the hall, leading you guys a few more doors down, where you open the door.
One could say 3 doors down.
Get out.
Go home.
Oh, yeah.
Where
I mean, all that really matters is that it's the doors.
true.
No.
Stop!
And
My
Valis
makeup is too
opens the
heavy for me to
door,
roll my eyes.
and you hear, I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. I do worry about you. I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. And that's where we're going to take a quick break.
God damn it. What?
What?
All right. All right.
Perfect.
Okay.
I don't like you anymore.
Sweet.
I hope you guys are not enjoying emo night.
Ow.
It's terrible. It's the worst.
fucking
I'm gonna
sucks,
write
man.
about it on my live journal later.
Oh.
But I did want to give a big shout out to Jacob Storm 84, Bella, Boom Boom Cling, Sparks, and Wolf for the new follows. So great that you guys saw here. I saw some of you guys came for the TikTok, so welcome in. If you haven't said where you come from, tell us where you're from. Tell us a little about you. Sometimes we hop in chat during breaks to keep interacting with us. We are going to take a quick break. I still have, and Laura's mama, thank you for the subscription, and Evelyn. And just a reminder
Hey, Mama.
for Adrian, you do have an inspiration from Sir Heckalot. So go ahead and mark that down in your character sheet, because if you forget, that's not my problem. So we're going to take a break. It's top of the hour. We'll be back at 9, 10, or 10 after the time zone, wherever you are. Stay here. We'll be right back. We'll see you very soon.
Bye.
I mean,
You guys are good.
Oh, thank God. I was like, I can only hold that
holding
fish
it
so
light.
long.
Oh, maybe not. Okay, you guys are good.
Please hold for technical difficulty. Back to the post.
You guys are
Stuck
still
in
coming
chat.
in
No,
on
you're
my
not.
end. But
No,
I'm
no, we're
assuming
not. We're
coming
still
through.
live.
We're still live.
Oh
We're
my
still
gosh. I didn't hit
Ignore
the
us.
button.
Ignore us. We're not
yeah.
taking a break yet.
Wow.
My face is hurting.
You're so pretty.
Wow.
My
You're
God.
so beautiful.
I
Wow.
love this journey. We'll be back.
We are all sorts of flustered today.
We're
We're
having
all
a
sorts
time
of
today.
Can you
flustered.
tell that I
Damn.
haven't done this shit in 2 weeks? I
Wow.
just started seeing
Higher
the screen, I was like,
rhythm.
fuck. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Wow. We're just gonna hop back into it. We're all burning up.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna take
I've
more
lost a
off.
layer.
I don't
I don't know
feel
about you,
pain
I'm-
or heat,
I'm
only
cold.
anger for life.
Wow.
I've lost my will to live.
You already died once.
Yeah, you already died once.
I tried once.
He didn't
all
even
right.
make that joke.
I want to point out, it was not me this session.
It was not you.
Proud of you.
So, with that, we're going to hop back into it. You guys have gotten to the city of Mytros. You are confronted with King Acostus, who is saying that it's your responsibility to solve the storm of Sidon that is lingering over the city. You've heard options from Acostus himself, from Chondrus, the emissary from the cult of Letheria, Commander Gaius from the cult of Sidon, or from the Order of Sidon, I should say. Bella, Acostus's
It's a
mistress.
cult. You can say it.
And now Valis, whose option, all options come at some type of cost or price. The ones that are not steep in gold are steep in their own effects. You guys have spoken to Pythor, who seems unpersuaded by your attempts, and has asked you to go speak to the other two before coming back to him. Upon entering the chamber, you heard a coughing as Kira leans over the dwarf and goes, "Now, you're gonna be all right. I'll be fine. We have visitors. Look good." And they kind of both stand up and look over and go, "Hello. How can we help you?" And Valis goes, "These are what's left of the prophecy and Estrella from the Order of Sidon. They've come to talk to you about a proposition." "Let's hear it. What you got?"
Oh, that's me. Yep. Well, we've narrowed it down to 2 options, unless one of you guys can produce 10,000 gold pieces right now.
That's a lot of money. I don't have that.
Neither do we. With that said, would you guys lose strength if we were to take down your Temple of 5?
Kira looks at you and goes, most likely, yes.
Like actual magical strength or like influence?
We've gotten our powers through, let's say, less than normal means.
Is it like a they go hand in hand thing, and if you reduce one, you reduce the other?
Probably. There is a chance it wouldn't affect us, but I don't know. I'd have to. I think we're roughly there. Yeah.
Okay.
What was the other option?
You guys create a miracle and definitely lose some of your power.
Oh. Much like Phallus, to always sacrifice a lot for this city. After all, cost us our sister. What's more? Why should we do it?
Well, it would stop raining. That's for sure.
Well, it's more than just the rain. This storm is a curse by Sidon because he's pissy about a prophecy. It would lift the curse.
Roll me a persuasion for Vulcan.
Okay. I'm gonna do it I'm gonna use this one because this is a good one. I believe in you, little guy. 19.
My life's work has been about protecting everyone. You guys got the Mytros Forge back up. It's only fair.
You all right?
I'm fine. I'll help. I'm in.
I'm gonna shake his hand.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's telling the truth when he says okay? He's okay.
Nyx and Adrian, you both can roll me that.
$19.
15.
Adrian, you notice as Midas, their hand kind of pulls back. There's a small spot of blood on it.
Are you sure you can sacrifice giving up power right now?
Of course. What are you on about? I have plenty of power. I'm the most vigorous of these lot. Just 6 hours ago, I was about to go fix that crown, but I got pulled here.
No disrespect to the god of uncles. I've never seen a god bleed.
Oh, that.
Don't ask. I'm gonna turn to the other 3. Don't ask.
Don't worry about that.
No, Midas. I've already gave Midas the rundown on Vulcan, the god of uncles.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know what's happening here.
I'm gonna lean over to Nyx and give her a whispered explanation.
Tell me later, it's fine.
Kira kind of looks over and goes, all right, so seems like Vulcan's in. Why should I? I'm just kidding. Of course I'll do it.
Oh my god. Oh, thank God.
My brain stopped. I'm not even gonna lie.
I didn't have an explanation either.
Yeah.
I have no
guys-
reason to like anyone in this city so far. So,
I want to see you guys succeed.
what if I tell you it's for the plot?
And well,
What plot?
Kreia wasn't able to tell your guys' story. I want to make sure that it gets told.
Okay.
I'm in.
So we got 3. So now we gotta go back to the other one.
We just have to go back to Pythor, and I owe him a drink at this point.
Well, yes. If you guys are done, I can take you back to Pythor.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Before we leave, I'm gonna turn to the other two and just thank you, and then leave with everyone else.
Have fun out there.
Can I know
He
it's
really needs
I know it's just
flossing.
visual, and this is no longer a thing that I'm good at because Mytros isn't good at medicine. Kreia was. But can I get a visual, do a visual 1-2, and maybe see if I can pull some Dr. House shit?
Make me a medicine check.
But you have to do it grumpily and with a limp.
That's a 10.
It's lupus.
He seems to just be a little fatigued right now.
Is it COVID?
Well,
It's bound to happen eventually.
yeah, he just seems a little exhausted.
Okay. And did I notice the blood on my hand?
You have now.
Oh. I'm gonna put that one in my back pocket. Keep one square space between these characters.
I hate it here.
Yeah.
Now you've got the emo
that's all I
spirit.
got.
Yeah.
Valis takes you guys off back into Pythor's quarters, and he goes, "Huzzah! You made it back.
Sure have.
Yes.
You look successful."
We're certainly something.
As we come in, you did say there was drinks strewn about within
fuck,
his room.
everywhere.
Okay, are there
All
any
half empty.
Okay, so while they all are Estrella's gonna be slightly backwards to the group, kind of as they go in, and she's gonna go in the back and kind of find a decent size cup and kind of pour a few of the random drinks together to make it a full one. And then she's gonna walk forward and be like, Pythor, remember we were successful, and I owe you a drink.
Oh yeah,
King's
you do.
cup of nasty.
Stop it. I graduated high school.
Oh man.
Did he
wine
literally drink it?
produced here is just amazing.
I know, it's just a special blend.
He goes ahead and he sits it down right at the edge of the table. And looks at you guys and goes, "So, convince those 2 idiots?"
Don't make it a habit of calling gods idiots. That's normally how someone gets smoked.
Yeah,
He is a
also a
god.
god.
I mean, he is a god. I think they can call each other idiots.
but we can't.
We can't.
We can't, but they can amongst
They-
each other.
It's a them thing.
I'm speechless at this point.
Yes. Sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. We were able to
Convince
persuade
them.
the other two.
All right, Tatiana. Since you rolled the persuasion check on him and failed, you can now roll it again with advantage.
Cool. So Yes, they were willing to give up their power by any means necessary to save this from the Titans. That said,
Beats me. I don't know why anyone would do that.
persuasion 18 plus 5, 23.
But if they're in, I'm in.
I didn't even have to get my titties out for this.
Damn.
Yes, the great
Sad
triumvirate.
body rolls on a god.
Yes, the triumvirate of fame, glory, and titties. Of course.
I mean, what? I don't.
Well, with that said, I'll get us all together. We'll get this solved. Valis, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go to the other room. Yes, I'm sure Akira could help sober you up with their mystical concoction. You guys, I think it's best if you return to the throne room and let Akassis know what you guys have come to the conclusion to. Would you like me to
Do
come
we
with
have
you?
Yes.
Yes.
Should we? He seems kind of controlling, and if we say, by the way, we're going to take some of your wife's power...
Does he really have to know that's what we're doing?
Well, if we tell him the gods are performing a miracle.
That doesn't mean he knows that it's going to take their power.
Exactly.
Well, are they performing the miracle, or are we doing the dismantling of the temple? I'm curious. I guess I thought we were dismantling the temple.
So we never decided, but he did say before she said out loud that we could sacrifice some of our power to perform a miracle in front of him.
Yes.
He does know.
So he does know.
And she said our idea of moving the temple would not work.
No.
So
Sadly.
we're going to lose power.
You're dealing with a Titan, not a genie in a bottle.
Yeah.
What if we rub him the right way?
You are certainly welcome to try.
I do not think that wise.
Last time I rubbed up on Commander Gaius.
So
No. Gaius rubbed up on me. Let's straighten that one out.
He sure did.
So which one I guess we need to decide before we go back to the throne room which one we're doing.
I say miracle.
A miracle is a guarantee. Moving the temple is a little bit more labor intensive. It's not guaranteed, but seems more likely than not. And at least if we keep the temple up, I don't know.
If the temple stays up, they could maybe regain some power.
Yeah.
It regains, but also, if others see miracles, wouldn't that boost their influence, would make more people believe even more into their powers?
Yes.
That's true.
That's not a bad point.
I know, I'm very smart.
And oh so humble.
Well, of course.
Certainly haven't forgotten that charm of yours.
She just smiles.
You really haven't changed much, have you?
Why would I change? I mean, please.
Fair enough.
So we're going through with this.
The yeses have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And you wanted me to come with you, right?
No.
Okay. I'll stay back. I'll make sure that the four of us get this done as soon as possible.
Okay. It's best that you start working on it when we break the news to your husband.
Yes,
he
right
doesn't
away.
seem very excited.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I'd like to hang back a little bit before everybody, while everybody's starting to walk in. I'm going to come over and say, this seems like an odd request. You say he's been collecting dragons to rebuild the order. Is there any word of Hexaball?
Hexaball. Not here. They kind of they lean forward and kind of rub a small pendant that you keep sort of tucked away, that's shaped like a little lantern. And they go, perhaps you'll find it soon, but I'll do some research. See what I can find.
Do a quick half bow. Thank you. And I join in with the rest of the group.
As you guys step back into the king's throne, Acostus goes, all righty, what do we have here? What have you done?
So,
It was mine, wasn't it?
it was not, unfortunately. Yours was a close second.
Oh, I knew it.
That's why it took so long. Your brilliance was...
It was blinding. The
Greatly
gods
considered.
themselves didn't even know what to do.
I like this change of tone in you. Keep you around after all.
You know, we went back in there. We had some conversation with your wife, and she kind of let us know all that you've done for the city, and it gave us a new perspective. I'm personally sorry for my behavior and that of my compatriots. That was very disrespectful for us, and I do hope that you accept our apology.
Apology accepted.
Wonderful. I very much appreciate your benevolence in this situation. That said, the gods are currently performing a miracle to rid of Sidon's storm.
So you went with the last method, eh?
Yes, they believed that would be most favorable, and we believe from a political stance, not only would it help you, but help gain, just keep favor flowing in their direction. And then, of course, yours as well for your wife's part in this. Because, you stand stronger together. I'm out of character. I'm internally vomiting at this conversation. I'm so
Commander Gaius
unsettled.
steps forward and goes, straight up? Do they speak straight?
And she just kind of looks and thinks. After everything that I've seen behind closed doors, they are true in what they say and what they would like to do.
Well, I think if my wife has to lose a little bit of her powers, then it won't be so bad. Maybe she won't put up such a fight all the time.
Oh boy, we don't have time to unpack that comment.
I want to curse him so bad.
Midas is biting his tongue so hard. Not only does he just desperately want to say, I am not sorry in the slightest for any... Get out of here, Siri!
Yeah, fuck you, Siri.
I wasn't trying to talk to you, Siri.
There's a cleric in the corner named Siri, just, oh, sorry.
Do you want me to dial 911 and get rid of Acostus?
I literally don't know how to make it go away. Anyways, the urge to go, I'm not sorry, and fuck you, treat your wife better, is just so very strong, and Midas is like visibly biting the inside of his cheek.
I grab Midas's shoulder, gripping it tight, and I'll lean in. It's a battle for another day, one problem at a time. If I don't get to stab Gaius, you don't get to stab him.
He's just such a dick.
I know, they're all dicks. They're all horrible people, and they will get what's coming to them.
The talons on my claws on my hands and feet are just like clacking away.
What others might not notice is that actually at those words, Estrella's ears actually go back over those words. Mm-hmm. She's not really a fan.
Yeah, the snakes are exceptional, are kind of like I won't want to say chittery, but like they're vocal, and then because I think it's cool, and then just from my own level of frustration at the comment, like the handle of the axe is like emitting a very light heat.
You all may head up to some quarters and sit yourself a while. We'll handle it from here. Thank you for coming to our aid. We greatly appreciate it. Oh, and if it all goes successfully, I have the map of Ultros that I think you guys might be interested in.
We would very much. Wow, Bonnie's brain just dumped right out one ear.
Appreciate it.
Yes,
you.
we would
be
very
honored.
much appreciate. We certainly would like that map.
You may bow and leave.
I'm gonna give this motherfucker the most dramatic curtsy, dip to the floor. My skirt and everything is just kind of splayed out around me. My legs are fucking fantastic in these heels. Thank you so much.
I do not bow.
I grab Midas' shoulder and start pushing him down as I bow.
I don't.
Another day.
Straya sees this and looks at Midas and just goes, "Down, boy."
Down.
He flushes slightly.
Manners. And she does a little flourishy, almost sarcastic bow.
As we're
Glorious
walking away, go ahead.
runs up to the king and goes, "Thank you, Your Eminence. I really appreciate it. It's been great. I really enjoyed this. Can I kiss your hand?"
Oh.
And he goes,
He's a bootlicker.
"You may, absolutely." And he reaches his hand out, and Lorius goes, "Thank you. Tatiana appreciates it. Remember the name, Tatiana. They're wonderful. They're great. They're phenomenal." And then they just turn around and just top back away.
As we walk out, I want to whisper to Tatiana, "So, you like bootlickers, eh?" And then keep walking.
As we're walking away, I want to shoot a glance at Gaius. Is he wearing the breastplate?
Not the breast. He's not wearing the armor that you're looking for.
It's not wearing the breast? What?
Breastplate.
As you guys
Okay.
start to kind of head off a little bit, you are going to catch Commander Gaius walk out the front doors.
Okay, hang on. Before we go too far, I would very much like to remind Midas that you're such a good boy with your manners. I'm so glad that you.
As
he just keeps walking. Cheeks bright red.
as Nyx goes to bow, she offers the king one of her feathers, and she goes, "I hope you have the day you deserve," and she walks away.
He grabs it and kind of, you see him kind of like grossly put it off to the side.
It didn't matter. I forced him to take a feather.
Tragic for him, really.
So as you guys step outside or step into this side hall, you hear the front doors open, and Commander Gaius' voice bellows, "Sidon has been gracious. The storms will cease, all thanks to the order of Sidon. Come hear how we'll solve this problem." And you see folks start to gather as he heads off into the distance.
Hell no.
What do you guys do?
Yeah, absolutely
Sharp turn
not.
on heel after him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I want to cast silence on him so bad.
I'm just going to yell, "And how exactly does the cult of Sidon claim to do this? Do you really need to go stand on some soapbox? Can't you just tell us here?"
I could tell you here. Come join, come join. Are you all joining?
I'm
gonna
joining
stand right
anything.
next to him. I'm gonna stand right next to him.
He reaches over, grabs Estrella, and kind of pulls them close to their side as he separates Estrella from the party. And goes,
As he does so, her tail just bristles.
he is going to do what he always does, and he's going to put his hand on the small of your back and kind of guide you.
I'm gonna make eye contact with you and like kind of make some kind of signal of like, do you like give you a look of like, do you need help?
back when they were children, they would have had a little bit of a hand signal. And as he does so, she puts her one hand behind her back, not to touch his hand, but to show Midas crossed fingers so that it'll be okay. But I'll let you know if I need help.
All right. And he'll cross him back to just like a little signal.
Out of character, Randall, you know this brings my blood pressure up. Like,
the elder emos have spoken. Fuck this guy.
Yeah.
He pulls Estrella forward to the crowd and goes, Estrella here has spoken and convinced the gods on the behalf of Order of Sidon to give up part of themselves. Sidon will gladly take this, won't they? And
well, it is what I do.
You feel his nails kind of in your back. He knows that he has a hold of you. He's holding something against you. And
I hate this guy so much.
that's all I'll say on that. He has something on you. And kind of goes, so does that meet your needs? The needy four?
You're calling us needy? You're the one who feels like he needs to take credit for anything anybody else does.
Oh,
You think you really think you're that cool because you're part of the Order of Sidon? You really think that's a great accomplishment there, bud? You really think you're a big man?
we'll see who's
You're
talking
so powerful and
when Sidon has laid this place to rest. Better be on the right side.
yeah, we will.
Anyway,
all of my hate.
Estrella, if you wouldn't mind, I have to talk to you about some things.
Lovely, I guess, to plan.
And he kind of leads you off into a corridor. You guys end up going through the kitchen. The groups end up dispersing. The four of you, do you do anything before you guys head to your rooms?
I want to follow. Oh, yeah, no, I'm unmuted. I want to follow them.
You were going to attempt to follow them? I'm assuming stealthily.
Yes.
No, in the open.
I mean,
Just follow.
I'll fucking follow him straight up.
Where is it?
It's too late for me to do this because I need to add
Would
something
you
to my sheet
prefer
I'm
that
missing.
the rogue stealthily follow them?
I mean, if Nyx wants to, Nyx can.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have decent dexterity.
Okay. I'm just
who
saying.
all is going to try to sneak behind?
It would be a bad idea for me too, so I am not going to.
Yeah, I also cannot sneak.
All right, Nyx, Adrian, make me a stealth check. And let me pull up Gaius' fucking stats.
Yeah, I don't think the two tallest members of the party are going to be particularly stealthy.
Well, I hesitated too long because I couldn't find it. I'm gonna make eye contact with this motherfucker before the night's over.
He winks at you and looks down at your leg.
He can't. I can't make eye contact with him yet. Oh, we're not there. Oh, we're not there yet. He can look at my leg all he wants. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of that boy.
Beat the fuck. All right, what'd you guys roll?
Dirty 20.
23.
Damn, y'all sneaky as fuck.
Wow, sneaky snacks. But no sneaky snakes.
Snack. No, I guess I'm not sneaky, am I?
Really sneaky.
Sneaky oh. Yeah, as they're like visibly bristled, and I will say that like I mean, I get that we don't know Estrella very long, but if Estrella is friends with Midas, that makes Estrella good people. So Estrella's visible discomfort at Gaius, like quite literally has her head buzzing.
So,
if I was wearing a turban, you would be able to tell.
Estrella and Commander Gaius are kind of pulled off to the side as Nyx and Adrian peel off from the group, following in suit. Estrella, Commander Gaius kind of pulls you off into the kitchen, just a small area. Do you think it'd be possible for you to join them?
I mean, I didn't expect to run into someone that I knew from my past, but I feel like that might be a way in.
They wouldn't expect anything, would they? We could play it up, you defect. You hate me, sure.
Oh, really? I hate you.
Oh,
I know.
Gross.
They couldn't believe that. Actually, I'm sure they could. Most people hate me, and that's fine. Which is why I think that you could easily make the switch, say that you want to join with him. And then he hands you a sending stone. And we can stay in contact.
She holds it and she goes, well, of course, if I am going to have to go in and give you some information, what's happening with all the good deeds of Sidon, our good works, then of course this is going to be the way that we do it.
Sounds good. It'd be nice to have someone on the inside see what these idiots are going on about. They can't be too much of a prophecy. Like 3 of them have already died.
Well, these things happen in prophecies and epic tales. And she kind of toys with the golden necklace around her neck, almost like it's thread. And she goes, a lot hasn't been foreseen. We should give them a chance.
If any of them are weak enough, kill them.
We'll see.
And he hands you a bag and goes, there's a blade in here. Dipped in poison, should be undetectable.
Ah, yes, a bad dagger. Perfect. I'll have to remember. I'll have to label them.
Thank you, Estrella. Sidon will reward you with whatever you want.
Well, he better. This needs to go away.
I'm sure with the Lord of the Seas back in full swing, he can get you back to your island.
One would like to hope.
Right along now.
All right. And as she turns to leave, as she's in the kitchen, she like swipes some food and just kind of walks out.
Yeah, you pick up a small little it's getting towards like dinner time because of all the stuff that has kind of happened. And you pick up a small dessert item that's breaded and it has a little bit of custard in the middle. It's very tasty.
A little treat just for me.
Yeah. Nyx, Adrian, you overhear this conversation and see Estrella walking out towards you. What do?
I kind of, I guess, would I have line of sight on Nyx?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'd
I'd
be
just
together.
kind of signal and let him pass.
Okay. Nyx, Adrian, make me a stealth check again. Estrella, make me a perception check.
Perfect.
I'm going to use Nyxborn.
Oh my god.
Hopefully mine will help. I got a natural 20 for a 30.
Damn.
Jesus Christ. Show 20 for a 20 something.
So, Estrella got a 10. She just really loves her treat. I've been a really good girl, okay? I've been a really good girl.
Amazing.
Guys, go home. It's my little treat.
The
I'd like to
pandas are being
think
nice to me today.
our rage has fueled us to be the most stealthy we have ever been.
It's the quiet rage.
It's a quiet
Estrella,
rage.
you head down the hallway. These beautiful pillars kind of planted on both sides. Just nomming on your treat. It's quite delectable. It has a hint of cranberry as well. And Nyx and Adrian, they're able to pass by. They do not see you as you kind of tuck in between some of the columns. Hours. Yeah. You guys kind of start heading to your own individual rooms, and some hours pass by. The storm gradually relents. Light breaks through the breaking clouds, spilling down onto the marble pediments and the wet paved stones of the city. Slowly, citizens start to emerge from their houses. Before long, the usual bustle of everyday life in Mytros resumes. King Acostus is out the front of the palace, looking out and goes, "Excellent work. So do just well. Valis, go get the heroes, whatever they are. Bring them to the room." And he heads off to the throne room, and Valis comes and grabs each one of you individually. Before you guys get to the throne room, do you guys want to do anything?
I feel like before going to bed, like Nyx and I would have shared that information with Midas and with Tatiana.
Yeah. I would have gone to Tatiana, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure Doofus would have gone to Adrian, would have gone to Midas.
Well, it's his father, after all, you know.
It's so Valis has kind of pulled Nyx, Adrian, Tatiana, and Midas in a room right now. They're kind of chilling, and they're going out to get Estrella. If you guys want to talk about it.
I mean, what do? We can't.
I had a feeling we wouldn't be able to trust her, if I'm being honest with you.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
As
It's obvious he has something over her.
yeah,
I just don't know what. First thing is to lose the sending stone. Or the dagger.
I might be able to help with that.
I mean, well, you said she was a sphinx. Clearly, they don't. I mean, unless is that like a traditional sphinx look?
No, when I knew her, she was 4 paws on the ground.
So
Just a regular cat?
Well, a regular sphinx.
Oh.
A little bit different from a cat. We were kids together on the Time Island. It was
That's so cute. I love that for you.
People can change a lot from childhood.
They certainly do. I hope I've changed since I was 10. God, that kid was annoying.
So, I mean, we can go ahead and just pretend like we don't know and see how it plays out, but we certainly need to snag the sending stone or the dagger. I mean, you guys will not fare well with it.
No.
Keep an extra eye out. Monitor them. See if we can get more information.
Yeah, for
I
now,
don't really
I think,
need to sleep. I can keep an extra eye out.
yeah, I think for now, gathering information and then maybe down the line, we can come up with a way to get the sending stone and get the dagger.
Yeah. Okay.
I have some ideas, but we don't have to get into them now.
Okay, well, we need to get the stone quickly.
Yeah. That's going to be priority number 1.
In that moment, Valis is at the door going, come on. And they look visibly fatigued. They were this beautiful dark hair, this square, very slender face. Under their eyes is a little bit of a remnant of just eye bags that kind of give them this small hint of fatigue.
Are you all right?
I'll be fine. What's done is done. Hope it was enough.
I hope so too.
Just a little exhausted.
Makes sense.
Let's get you to the king. Get you that map.
Yeah.
And she walks you down to the front hall. And King Acostus spins around and goes, ah, yes, there you are. You are such a beautiful, beautiful sight for sore eyes. So, now that I could trust you to handle this matter, about your reward. He pulls a rolled parchment out of his cloak and hands it to you. This map will lead you to the last known location of the whereabouts of the Mytros. It was my ancestor's ship, the legendary vessel of Estor. Estor Arkleander, fiercest of the Dragonlords. There was a time when I thought that I'd claim it for myself, but I have no need of it now. You should know that I'm building the Ancient Order of Dragons, and in time, I will have a legion of dragon-mounted warriors. All under my command. Then we'll have no need of heroes or oracles. We shall drive back the Titans with the power of the dragons, just as my forefathers did. In any case, this map will allow you to resume your so-called prophecy. I thank you for your service and all that you've done for my city. You are dismissed.
Biting my tongue,
Valis goes,
biting my tongue.
He steps off. He's gone. He starts to head out. He has no care for you at this point.
God, I want to hit him so bad.
I flip off his back subtly.
And Valis comes up to you and goes, well, you have the map, but I don't think he's being truly honest with you. I think he's sending you to die.
Wouldn't be the first
And
time.
was that?
Well, rumors of Estor's ship being cursed. Plus, if my husband is anything, he is predictable. He wants power. If he wanted power, why wouldn't he go for the famed Mytros, one of the only ships able to sail the seas currently?
Hmm.
What do you expect from the line of Estor?
I could use your help on another matter if you're willing.
Yes.
I'm interested if you could look into the cult of Lutheria in town. I know you want to get on the Mytros, but it'd be somewhat of a favor. And Sidon's a little pacified, but the Titans should pay the price for their cruelty and impudence. While we can't attack Sidon, it would be too much provocation. The cult here is gaining quite a bit of influence in the city. There's something you could find out, something you could figure out that would deal a blow to them. A little bit of payback.
I think we could manage that.
The cult is popular. They supply the entire city with the wine that we now drink. So, if you could just take a look, they are. Where are you?
I'm so sorry.
Cannot sleep. I cannot drink tonight. Need somebody and always. Wow, I just need to prep for Saturday.
You'll find the cult down near the docks. But while you're here, there's plenty of things that you could look at. There's the great games going on. If you wanted to partake in any of that, a little bit of pleasure. There's a debate happening at the academy that I go to. You guys are more than welcome to join. If you need any counsel, they call him the Old Fool. He's quite wise. He lives in the Great Gardens. And there's 2 taverns you can go look at as well, if you are in need of some rest. One of them is... Damn cord's in the way. There's a lot of places to go here, so forgive me for all the names that I'm forgetting.
I thought it was the damn cords in the way, like the legendary Tavern of Renown.
Yeah. I hate you.
You love me and you know it.
You could speak to Ambrosia from the Siren's Roost or Julius from the Satyr's Tail. The Siren's Roost is known for its debauchery. The Satyr's Inn is a little bit more quaint.
Interesting.
Oh, and there's a wine festival happening in celebration. Feel free to go down. They're performing a play if you want to get more history on. I think they're doing... what are they doing? I think they're doing a play about Pythor, actually.
Interesting. There's a lot going on in this city.
Yeah. Big ass city.
Yeah.
Feel free to take a look around.
Will do.
Anything else I can help you with?
Were you still willing to point me to Mytros' resting place?
Yes. There is a large tree. Much like the tree of Thylia. We thought it was emblematic.
Oh, that was
Thylia, giving their life for this land, Mytros giving their land for the city. Felt somewhat poetic. You could find it near the Temple of Five.
One last thing before we go anywhere. I meant to ask you this earlier and I completely forgot. I hold up the staff that I got. Do you know anything about this item?
Picks it up and looks at it, turning it over and studying it very closely. Kind of reminds me of a tentacle rod. Where did you find it?
In a tree.
In a tree?
Demetria out in the woods is in her tree.
That bitch. Yes, I do know them. Still killing people, are they?
We got them to stop for
how
a
long
little
this
bit.
time?
What did we say? 100 years, 500 years, something
100
like that.
This kind of waves their hand over it. And while they do that, the image of the staff flickers for kind of a moment. As you see them kind of pour a little bit of this arcane essence into it. This staff that looks much like a tentacle staff, the tentacles start turning into hands kind of just grabbing onto each other. It looks as if just a whole bunch of hands have been carved together to hold the staff together. I'll do some more research on this one as well.
All right, and I take it. I take it back, I presume.
Yeah, you can take it.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Kintamane.
Interesting.
No, that's a father of the land.
Titan.
Titans.
Yes. One of
Father
the
of all the Titans.
Grandpa.
So, anything else?
Thank you for your help.
Always.
With this and with everything.
We'll always be here for you.
I hope that's true.
We hope we can return the favor.
That too.
Don't tell anyone else I said this, but let's fuck those Titans up.
Can I high five her?
Absolutely.
I give her a high five.
Alrighty.
I still have my shiny rocks. I'd give her one.
You guys start to head out of the palace, and you look over at the courtyard of this great palace, and laying atop a small fortune's worth of silver coin is this large silver dragon. This dragon is splayed out completely. Wings are just like laying down. He is just giving a good old snore. Just he kind of rumbles a little bit as he kind of shifts, and some of the pile of gold kind of shifts down, or silver, excuse me, shifts underneath his weight. And you look out at the rest of the city. You see all of the large city just laid out before you. Where are you guys headed? What are you guys doing?
I'm going to the tree.
What was that, Nix?
I wanted to go to the Siren's Roost.
Okay.
Because Siren.
And you want to go to the Temple of Five. Okay.
As everyone kind of left to go outside, Estrella actually came out from around a column and followed them from behind and goes, so many plans to explore the city. Anywhere first? Also, good morning.
Don't you?
Hi, Spooky.
We're cats. We're quiet.
I'm a cat. I'm a kitty cat.
Nonsense. I mean, there's lots of places we can go. Tatiana wants to go to the Temple of Five. Nyx has mentioned interest in the Siren's Roost. I think the wine festival sounds interesting.
You know, that was actually kind of sort of where I was thinking. Either that or the games.
Why don't you and I take a walk through the wine festival?
Ooh, lovely. At least now we can be of age and indulge.
You guys could probably go through the Temple of Five pretty quickly because it's right next to you guys. It's like the palace is here, it's right over. Then you guys could head to the wine festival as it's kind of happening nearby all of the temples. Let's see here. M3. You see, so like on one side of the palace is the Temple of Five. Then you have the Order of Sidon, and then on the opposite side, kind of like forming this little loop, is the amphitheater, where all the wine's happening. So you could probably do all of that pretty relatively closely. The Sirens Roost is down in what's called the Stygian Rose. The Stygian Rose is the for lack of a better term, it is the poorer area of the city. It is in between the two hills, and it is pretty much where they kind of shove everyone else. And it is nestled up in the back, closer towards the mountains, so you'd have to get down and then navigate through the Stygian Road to find it. So a little bit further out.
Wow.
Yeah.
We can go on a nice little tour of the city. Hit up a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
All right.
So
we
you guys
do
go,
that?
you go to the Temple of Five first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys head off towards the Temple of the Five. Lore, since we're heading to your location, roll me a d20.
Just flat?
Yeah, just flat d20.
Okay, 19.
As you guys are heading through the top of this hill, you guys find yourself. Actually, let me show you guys a map.
I swear to God.
You alright?
I love maps.
We've had a long rest by now, so I can get my hit points back, right?
Yeah.
You guys did sleep.
Yeah, we sure did.
It's a map. It's a map. It's a map. It's a map.
No, that's a short rest. I want a long rest, please.
Can you see the numbers on the map? And I'm gonna pull this up for.
Nope.
No.
There are
No.
no numbers.
Okay, that's what I figured.
I assume we're the blue at the blue building.
You are currently here.
Oh.
Oh.
The Temple of the Five is this one.
Is the blue building.
It is the blue
Um,
building. Is that the big
then-
dragon?
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Then you have. Oh, sorry. I that was incorrect. The blue building is Temple of Sidon.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Nope.
The
Oh,
white
no, don't want to
one
go there.
is the Temple of Five, and
Okay.
then back here is the Wine Festival, and the Siren's Roost is tucked up over here.
Oh, nice stars. Okay.
And if I think there's a way that I can. Because you guys can't see the numbers. No, you cannot.
Mm-mm.
What layer is that on?
The layer where your happiness now resides.
Maybe.
Always.
So I'll
Oh, there's a
reveal. I will reveal numbers of places you've been. It's up to you guys to keep notes of what numbers go to what.
Okay.
Okay.
Please tell me someone here is a note taker because I suck at
I
notes.
can write it down.
Oh, thank God.
I will write all of it down. I got
Heather
you.
looks so happy right now.
So
I'm
number
so
one
glad.
is
Temple
Temple
of
of Sidon.
Yeah. Number 2 is
Hold
the.
on, I don't write very fast.
my
Temple of
God.
Sidon. Number 2 is Temple of the Five. I remember what's on there right now. Temple of Five. Number 3 is Wine Festival. And number 18 is Siren's Roost.
Yes.
I had to choose like the largest fucking number.
Yeah, I will do my best to write all of these down.
And then I will reveal this one. Number 6 is the Royal Gate. It's the way from the up to the Royal Palace back down.
Okay.
And then back here in this corner, number 5 is the debate academy, the academy where the debates were being held.
Oh, okay.
But that is basically this top layer up here.
Academy.
I'll move this a little bit so stream can see it.
Okay.
So as you guys reveal stuff, I'll of course pull it open. But all right.
All right, so I guess we're gonna head up to.
As you head towards the smaller building, to the Temple of Five, a winged siren messenger glides overhead and lands nearby that chitters and sings happily. She delivers a message to an old woman who immediately breaks down into tears. And then the siren giggles and flies away.
Nix, you got any idea what all that's about?
There's a saying, a happy siren doesn't always mean good news, and that's why. The siren was delivering a bad message. But my people used to take glee in others' misfortune.
Well, she did laugh, so.
Really love your schadenfreude, huh?
It's also somewhat known. Oh my god, sorry, I just remembered what's here. It's also somewhat known that the sirens, I cannot wait. These sirens are messengers of the city. They're basically the post office.
We are the post office, yes!
Sirens.
Do they get federal holidays off?
Postal.
Only if they're sad.
Yeah. You only get these.
Yes.
I've written that down.
If you don't know what that is, you'll notice that when Nyx is sad, like today, she doesn't fly. Because we can't.
Oh, so you have to be okay.
It's a feature.
A happy
But I do
hoppy
get
is a
straight
flying
up.
hoppy.
Yep.
I
And
love
you
that, actually.
You head down.
Wait, did you say that out loud?
No, I was just saying that as funnies.
I was about to say, because Nyx would be very offended if you called her a harpy.
No, I didn't say that out loud.
Did you just call me a harpy? No. Maybe no.
You love a good
Cat
fun fact.
versus bird.
You guys head down towards the Temple of Five and find a relatively humble temple that has with an entrance with 5 stone columns. While it is smaller than the Temple of Sidon, it displays a much higher level of artistry, boasting lofty architecture and beautiful statuary. Intricate carvings embellish almost every surface, completed with gilding and inlaid precious stones throughout. Inside of the temple, you see that it is being tended to by 5 priests, and you also see just right outside of kind of like a porthole of the column that is dedicated to Mytros. It kind of has a perfect view of this tree that kind of looms out.
That's where I'm going, is the tree.
You head over to the tree, and you see one of the acolytes kind of brushing off some of the stone and kind of cleaning some of the area nearby the tree, and sees you, kind of comes up and just gives a quick little nod and walks away. What would you like to do?
I would take over the job that they were doing and just kind of clean around and tidy up, dead flowers, shrubbery. Really in more of like a, this is the city's shabby, it's her namesake, or however that works, And I guess as she's cleaning up, she's kind of asking herself, would it be different if you were still alive, if you hadn't have sacrificed yourself previously? Would this outcome be different? Would they be in this predicament? Would she be like this? And would these people that she's just recently met, would things still have crossed and the stars aligned the way that they have now? But more importantly, she's really just trying to make a more, like a deeper connection to Mytros, because she doesn't visit the city as often. But, the face is a problem.
Mm-hmm. Make me a religion check. And what are the rest of you guys doing?
I think I'm probably waiting outside or away from this area, kind of recognizing it as like this isn't really this is not where I am to take up space. This is something that is clearly important to Tatiana, and I'm going to just stand back and give her the space to do stuff.
And the three of you?
The same, but in rogue form.
Same, but in a nearby tree, lounging in the sun.
Nyx is actually going to follow Tatiana in. Is there any, like, etchings, carvings, anything about the history? Because, again, this is not something that Nyx is familiar with. This was before her time, or after her time, rather.
There are a bunch of pictures kind of planted on the walls, just showcasing the different wars that had kind of gone on. Most notably, the First War in this area around Mytros. And it shows kind of an overwhelming force descending upon Mytros, and kind of an image of them kind of ascending towards the heavens, as these tendrils of light kind of shoot out of them. They're made with these gold kind of foil over top of it. It's very beautiful for how morbid it is.
She stands there and admires the beauty and morbidity of it. Like she's morbid things make her happy. Like,
Same.
Tatiana, what'd you get?
Math is not you. Religion 24. I rolled a 17.
Did you guys roll low at all?
So I have these
It's been a really
super
good day for you guys.
special. I have these super special purple mushroom dye. They were gifted to me by one of my besties.
It's me. I'm gonna curse them.
No, you can't, because Evelyn and I bathed them in moon water.
With a 24, you get the overall sense of just warmth and comfort. They don't speak to many people, and Mytros themselves has rarely spoken to you. Meddling in the affairs and dealing with the outcome of interfering with the Titan's will currently would probably not be a good idea. But you do get flashes of the future, and you recognize them to be the future because that is your domain. You see images of cities all clad in armor. Men and women, from bakers to smiths to messengers, taking up arms, fighting off Sidon and their new creatures. You see what looks to be a large-scale war happening over Mytros. And you see the 5 of you playing a pivotal role, dealing with titans and dragons and a giant, what looks to be 1,000-foot man that's made out of bronze. And then you come out of it as Lorius reaches his hand forward, and you see a bushel of flowers in his hand, and he goes, you might need this for, like, I don't know, giving it to them or something. I don't know protocol here, but you could teach me.
Mm-hmm.
You're so cute when you pray.
I approach Lorius and I like gently whisper to him. I was like, honey, you should probably go stand with Midas.
Okay.
And I like usher him out.
He kind of like
push him in that
tosses the flowers back, and they hit Tati in the back as you were ushering him out. And he's like, okay, thank you.
Okay.
Took a shining to you, that one did.
This is what I get for being nice to people. Be nice, Tatiana. Be graceful, Tatiana. Make sure that you always treat everyone with the respect that you would love, Tatiana. And this is what it gets me.
A manservant who's head over heels in love with you.
A manservant? No. My mother married a farmer. He was well-to-do on his own. I don't do short men. But I can't. I can't quite bring myself to break the poor thing's heart yet. So maybe I can find him some nice young satyr to prance around with. I don't really do that.
Maybe the satyr. What was the other place called? Satyr's what?
Satyr's Tail?
Yeah, maybe at the Satyr's Tail.
Oh, maybe we could employ him and leave him behind.
Maybe.
I have become I've become rather attached to him, and I do worry what'll happen should well, yeah, I don't want to think about that. However, what do you know of tall bronze men?
Tall bronze men?
Bronze, yeah. I know it's odd.
I mean, there's a guy with bronze. Is it skin or fur?
It is a bronzy blonde. Yes.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's like bronze and tan.
Yeah. Like bronze and blonde.
A minotaur out there, bronze and blonde. That's it. I come from a time that's before the gods.
Well, I don't know what you do or don't know, and I certainly don't know what you have or have not seen. That said, foreseeing the future can be helpful sometimes. It is quite unreliable. I need to speak to Adrian. I was involved with dragons now too, and I don't quite understand. The more frightening aspect, though, was there seemed to be 1,000-foot tall man in bronze. I don't know. Was it okay, Randall? Was it literally a metal man, like a construct?
Yes.
Okay.
And it looked oddly like Pythor.
Oh, don't love that.
Was it on our side or theirs?
Well, I don't really know.
Couldn't determine that.
Oh, cool.
It was just a very large war, and there were dragons and titans and a bunch of creatures I am unfamiliar with. And then Pythor-esque. but not drunk.
Out of character. Was it hot?
Obviously.
Is Pythor
I
hot?
thought all NPCs are hot.
All NPCs are hot.
Roll for hot.
Roll. Wait.
Roll only one,
D10,
make them
please and
all
thank
hot.
you.
I mean, he's hot. I rolled 17. He's hot. At least he was hot in my thoughts.
I rolled an 18, so
That's not a scale of 1 to 10. You can't roll,
I roll on
on
a scale.
20 scale.
I roll on a scale of 1 to 20. I don't like rolling on a scale of 1 to 10 because it limits my options.
I'll find the one.
Moment, there is the quick footfall of someone running through the Temple of Five.
Okay, I'm gonna turn and see who it is.
They kind of rush through and they go, you hear from the corner go, wow, you. And they're looking right at you, Midas.
Me?
You're from the prophecy, right? Where's the rest of you? Are you all this hot?
I'm gonna.
You that's a question I'm not going to answer.
Estrella
I'm
loudly
dead,
goes.
so I don't have body heat.
Estrella loudly goes. I mean, I'm hot because I'm laying in the sun, but I think that's beside the point.
Yeah, they're
You're one
kind
of
of
the tree.
around. What can I help you?
Can you get them all? I need to look at all of you.
I don't know. I'm gonna look at
Okay.
Nick. Do you
Okay.
wanna?
I'm gonna turn to wherever the tree area is and like try to get Tatiana and Nyx's attention. And
you know, if we don't go over there, they're just going to do something that we will regret later.
He really looks like he's struggling, doesn't he? Should we just let it happen? I mean, he's been kind of sassy the past couple of days, and you're gonna wave at me just for a minute, Midas, before I take a step. I'm gonna, hi, sweetie.
He's also been using a lot of big words, so I'm not sure if it's just like
He really has. He's pulling out all the stops. This Estrella friend of his really must be important. I said that loud enough for you to hear.
just like he was already pink, a little pink from being called hot, and then Tatiana being slightly demeaning, he turned a little bit more pink, and then you make that comment and he turns a little bit more pink, and he's just gonna
Continually spontaneously combust.
What?
You're just going to spontaneously combust at this rate.
I am trying my best. Hi, how can we help you?
Hi. Wow, you are very attractive too.
Your mic just got so much louder.
yeah. Did you hit your cane?
I don't think I did.
Whoa.
Shit.
Super
I
loud.
think he was just really close to it.
You're really attractive and you're really attractive. You...
Which
Who
one is
you-
that?
Use
Pointing at.
Pointing at Adrian.
Ooh.
You're a little too slender.
You're very muted, but you're very pretty.
Listen, I'm dead. I don't have a lot of body heat, so I'm not sure if I'm hot.
That's twice now.
What?
Someone add that to the counter.
Hotness aside, what do you need from us? Why do you need to look at all of us? What's going on?
to determine which one of you I will bring to Valis.
We've already met
Excuse?
Valis. What do you mean? Can you
Valis?
elaborate?
Oh wait, yeah, Val.
Sure. Yeah. So basically, you have been on like exploits, and Valis told me that she would agree to have an audience with me if I brought her a single mortal that surpassed beauty and wisdom.
Oh yeah, that's not me.
I don't know.
I may be hot, but I'm not. I'm not particularly wise.
And I have to get him. I have to see Valis.
Okay.
I'm gonna marry her one day.
Next, you want a rock, paper, scissors for it?
Yeah.
Wait. What is it? Stone, knife, parchment?
Glorious,
Estrella just sighs and is like,
Glorious at this moment steps forward and goes, "Can't have this one. This one's mine." all this
We are
beauty
not
and
claiming
wisdom's
people
mine.
here.
I
Yeah,
don't belong to
didn't
you,
you-
but you're very cute.
There was their marriage proposal. She's off the table.
Tatiana's too beautiful for and I don't want to share right now. Maybe later.
Little guy,
So-
I don't know that that's up to you. I think that's up to
Well.
her.
Okay.
Well,
She makes
so
her own decision.
the one that can't look at me is out.
Fine. I don't know.
I'm
Why-
looking at it. I mean, I'm looking at it. My eyes are covered. I'll look at it if you want me to.
Your face is in that general direction.
Like, I mean, do you want me to like? Do you wanna start that episode 1 right back from it? I'll make eye contact.
If you want to turn this dude to stone, go for it. I'm not going to stop you.
It takes 3 turns.
I will go.
Follow.
Yeah.
I mean, beauty and wiseness.
You winged one. You think you're the one.
I mean, technically, I'd say it was Tati, but she's
She's taken.
taken, apparently.
Hmm.
She's taken.
My apology. Where are my manners? Sola, nice to meet you.
Next.
I am son of Terra Neardragon. Kind of a big deal. I have to bring some type of reward. So all right, you cool with like
Reward?
Savalis?
We're
You-
a reward.
You are the person who is the most beautiful and wise. 1, you're part of the heroes, and 2, all of you guys are kind of like low-key hot. So I think this is a good plan. I could get an audience. I could talk to Valis. Valis will fall in love with me, and we'll marry. I'll be the next king. I'll bring family pride to the line of New Dragon. Flawless
that-
plan.
Okay, there is a flaw in your plan because she's already married and there's already a king.
Also, how do you determine wise?
2 + 2, go.
4.
4.
Ooh, you're all pretty fast.
Technically, I was
I-
the best.
at this
2
point, I
times
just-
2. Oh wait, that's the same thing.
That's the same thing. Please, 4.
Okay.
I mean, on a scale of
I
like
lean
on a
over-
scale of 1 to 20, I'm like an 18.
I lean over to Tati and Estrella, and I'm like, at this point, I just want to go to see him get turned down.
I kind of do
I
too.
do love games.
I really am enjoying this. Ask us another one.
Another
I've adopted
wise
Estrella's
question.
accent.
Let's see.
I'm rubbing off on everyone.
Name the 5 gods.
Oh, Mytros, Valis, Pythor, Vulcan, and
Kira.
Kira.
And who's the father of Thylea?
Fuck, we just got told this information. I already
Kentamane.
forgot.
It was a gesundheit.
That was Gesundheit.
That just put you back in the lead. I don't know. Maybe I,
I
have
thought
to
that was
take you.
gesundheit.
All of a sudden, Midas is the wise one. Yes,
I'd say on a scale of 1 to 20, I'm about a 12.
I mean, he did grow up with a bunch of sphinxes. We're quite wise.
He really is quite wise, and he would love for you to take him back to Valis. And I'm just gonna,
Oh, so does that mean you think I'm beautiful?
oh, you know,
No, she thinks you're wise.
I think you're great.
Thank you, Lorius. I can always
Yeah.
count on a friend like you.
You're such a good friend, champ.
You got me there, sport.
my
hate
shoulders are so stiff. Oh, no.
So,
Sounding all of you.
what's it gonna be? The winged one, or? I mean, are you like serving them, or?
Is who serving who?
Am I?
Excuse me, what? Who are you talking to about serving what?
The Minotaur.
Is serving
I
who?
know I am not serving anyone. I don't serve anyone.
I mean,
I
he
serve myself.
would let me step on him if I asked.
Well, that does seem like very much a servant thing. I don't think that was. I don't think that was the right one.
That is a different thing, and
is this one for sale then?
Excuse me,
I
what?
literally just grabbed this dude.
There. All right, there, bud. I'm gonna lean in over him, and I'm gonna say, "You want to ask that question again, there, buddy?"
I grab him by the shoulders.
I've got a hand on my sword. You want to ask that question again, buddy?
I'm good.
Yeah. Are you good?
Don't come across
Are you gonna keep being a little weirdo, or are you gonna start being cool?
Stray's gonna pop up between where Midas is and be like, "Okay, I think we have this. How about you just stop talking, pick someone to take with you, or leave."
Swooned by Midas picking him up. He's gonna go.
Oh, I didn't pick him up. I leaned over him.
Oh, Nyx picked him up. Nyx,
I was going to pick him up, but
because you picked him up, he's gonna be like, "This one, you'll do."
Congratulations, you got a husband.
So, why
2 weddings?
Why don't we head up there right now? Sound great?
Yes.
I have a question.
What's your question, dear? Anything?
No, I mean out of character.
Oh, okay.
Is there a gate on like the around the temple that we're currently in?
A gauge?
Gate.
No, it's open for like people to kind of walk through.
I mean, it's a temple.
I know. Sometimes they
very
close
Greek
them off,
open.
right? Okay.
Very
Fine.
Grecian.
I will go with him.
All right, you guys
Prayer.
head back up to the palace. It's a very short walk from where you guys are.
Not again. Jesus.
And you guys head up towards the area that Valis kind of hangs out. There's a small little courtyard that you see them in. And Sola walks forward and goes, "Valis, I demand your audience, for I have brought you the most finest, the most beautiful, the most wisest of people. I present to you..." I didn't get your name. What's your name?
I already told you my name. Obviously, you're not very wise.
I was a little distracted by
It's
your
Nyx.
beauty.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Nyx. Yes. Got it right. First try. Valis, your fine artery. That sounded better in my head.
I really wish that he would have been like, "Midas, no."
Valis looks over and starts chuckling and goes,
Good.
I see you found my, and kind of, Tatiana, you kind of catch like the little side eye towards Lorius and go, "My own admirer."
Mm-hmm.
I'll trade you.
Fine. Since you've roped these people in, I don't know how.
Damn it! I was hoping you would tell him no.
I'll
Let's hear
grant
this
you the
be rejected.
audience. But why did you choose Nyx out of these? I mean, Nyx has feathers that are falling behind them. They smell of the ocean. And sometimes they could be quite cruel.
I'm smiling in all of this.
Why would you pick them? And Sola gets up on this, like, on one of those benches, those like stone benches, and goes, "Okay, hear me out. Nyx, a flying beauty in the sky. Is it a bird? Is it a shooting star? No, it's Nyx.
seriously thought he was gonna say plate.
I was
he was
expecting
so
that
close.
too.
Trying so hard not to.
Is it a
She can
bird?
leap
Is it
top
a...
tall buildings in a single bound.
Now that you want to get, it is Nyx. The beauty field. Look at their colors. This mixes of blue and purples. Their hair flowing elegantly. How could you not absolutely adore and love the beauty that is this siren creature? A wonderful creature that honestly we don't see a lot of. And I bet.
Reference the feet. Reference the
If-
feet.
You look hard enough, you could see deep into their eyes the true love. Their claws and talons, just plant them firmly, and I could imagine that this beautiful creature could. And for a moment, they pause and they shift a little bit. You see, kind of their mannerisms shift, kind of just now they're talking directly at you, Nyx. And they're like, you're beautiful and great. And, you know, I honestly think, I mean, I just met you, but you have such great qualities. You have these beautiful eyes that just pierce, and your nose just comes together in this cute elongated form. I honestly have never seen someone as beautiful as you. And it's been amazing to just get to know you in just a short time. And I know. No,
I appreciate
You're
that you are
absolutely
saying
Muted yourself. You got
You
so
just
excited.
literally muted yourself.
dang it. So he pops off the pedestal and he jumps down and he's like, you're amazing. You have such a large wingspan and great arms. I bet you give great hugs, and I bet you're such a great. And he gets down on one knee and pulls out a ring and goes, "Will you marry me?"
Oh my goodness, two
Absolutely
weddings.
fucking not.
Two weddings. I love it.
Double wed.
Double weddings. Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
Valis behind you guys is just chuckling and laughing at this point and goes, Now, Sola, I thought that you were mine. And he goes, I mean, I was, but there's a pretty. So what do you say?
Fickle heart.
Nyx, I'm gonna come up behind you and be like, and just like wrap my arm around your shoulder and whisper, you know, now it's really not so bad. And so long as you can ignore the neediness, they really will do anything you ask them, including carrying your stuff.
This ring is this beautiful gold ring with this giant diamond on top. As it kind of turns, it gives off this beautiful, just shimmering effect as the light just cascades through the different edges of the diamond.
You're like you're screaming to the inner sparkles.
Does you said the light like passes through the diamond? Is this shining anywhere on the ground?
Yeah, you see one like light spot go across the ground.
Estrella catches it and is like, and she kind of sort of chases after it. You just see her kind of go.
You know what? I see Estrella just take off. I'm like, this could be useful. Fuck it. Sure, why not? I'll take the ring.
He reaches forward and gives you a big hug. And Valis goes, well, I'll have to plan 2 ceremonies now, I guess.
Yeah, I'll just pat him on the head. I don't give him a hug.
Look, Lorius, I got you a friend.
We could be friends. Oh, we can go on double dates now. Oh, that's going to be so exciting. You, me, Nyx, and Sola. Oh, this is getting exciting. The ring is worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Holy shit.
It
It's
is
a
really nice
diamond.
ring.
Big diamond.
Yeah.
Out of all the ways this session was going, I did not expect this.
An extra engagement.
Don't you just love?
Okay, so now we need to find somebody for Estrella and Midas.
Yep.
Unless you're
Find
Pythor, you
one.
don't love.
True.
You know.
If anybody wants the quick character death, fall in love with Pythor.
Valis says, well, I guess you'll take
A
my
bad way
suitor
to
for
die.
me. I hope you two have fun. Kind of just chuckles. Goes back to tending some of the garden.
Well,
So,
Oh my god.
so where are we going to, Nix? Wifey poo.
Oh my god. We're not married yet, buddy boy.
I mean, engaged. That's halfway there.
Wifey poo.
You don't get to call me wifey poo until we get married, and that's gonna be a minute. We gotta save the world
Pookie,
first. No. Nick.
My bird.
Oh, mistress.
You're my mistress.
Wow. Wowie.
Yeah, I actually love that one for her. You should definitely call her mistress.
Well.
So something. I've heard of the Siren's Roost. I know. Like, there's no sirens there, but are you like, one of those?
I've never been to Siren's Roost, so I couldn't tell you.
Are you one of those?
Do you have whips?
That's for me to know, for you to find out.
This is the best choice I've ever made. Where are we going?
How about you two and
What's
maybe
up? Hi, what do you
Hi.
Hi, Midas. You're such a good friend.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, wait, what was his name? I need to write his name down because I'm
Sola.
horrible with names.
Sola.
Sola.
Sulla.
Sulla.
He is the son of Terran Nurdragon, the powerful merchant.
Why don't
You're gonna
you
have to text me that
two?
later.
Why don't you two and maybe Adrian go have fun on a double date? The Siren's Roost, and Astrea and I will catch up at the wine festival.
Third wheelings. We have to celebrate 2 weddings.
I like look at Sola and I tell him, if you ever refer to a minotaur as someone's property ever again, I will murder you.
Hey, lessons learned. There are a lot of interesting people in this group here. New to that, kind of into it, so we'll make it work.
Yeah, you better be cool about it, or we're gonna. You and I are gonna have a
Cool
problem.
as ocean breeze, dude.
I hate him.
What? No,
He just unlocked his true
you backtrack
personality.
that.
He
You
just
backtrack
unlocked
that.
his true personality with that ring. That's what happened. You just let his
I'm gonna-
true self show up.
Wowie.
I'm gonna
He
look
was
over
a
at
surfer
Lor-
boy. He said, "Nix, marry me."
That's not how that works.
So
I'm gonna turn to Lorius and be like, I like you better.
yes. Oh, this is the best day. I can't wait to write this down on my journal.
He's growing on me. He's really growing on me.
Once you get used to him, he's kind of a cute little guy.
Like
Yeah, he
full on
grows on
right
me like a
eye.
bad fungus.
Is Sola a human or what?
He is a human, yes.
Okay, cool. I am the only human-like person I've seen like that appears human is Adrian, because there were no humans in my time, so this is great.
You're doing quite well.
So I'm like, what do you eat?
Yeah, like how do we take care of them? Are they like pets? Do we need to like Nick, can we walk off? Can I ask you, like, in all seriousness, do they need a leash? Do we is there a buddy system here? How does
put
this
little kid
work?
leash backpacks on them so they don't wander away.
I'm just gonna
Oh my god,
take a
yes.
piece of hempen rope and tie it around Lorius's waist and tie it to my dress. Okay, don't run too far.
And
Are you gonna get him shipped?
that is where we're gonna end today's session.
Oh my stars.
Oh my god.
In all fairness, Adrian, you fall in the category of the double dating at this point, because I mean you are technically betrothed.
Yeah, so
Tivesi.
you three go do like a triple date thing, and I'm gonna catch up with an old friend.
Enjoy your day
grab
too,
a sit-
sweetie.
Grab a sending stone.
Not a date.
Versi, you up?
Oh my god.
It's late. Versi, baby, you up? I was wondering if I could just like send a quick message your way.
Oh my god.
I was wondering if I could hear a little prophecy.
God damn.
I can see the future too. You in my bed.
Dear
Amazing.
God.
Oh boy. That's
For
Anyways.
everyone here,
Well.
thank you for participating in Emo Stream. This is what the only time you'll ever see me like this.
I don't know.
No, on the cruise.
Hey, there's your Halloween costume this year.
It's your Halloween costume.
I don't have pants for this. I'm in shorts.
Okay,
I thought he was gross.
I thought it was naked. I was like, you literally were like, I'm not. And I was like,
I bought a belt for this.
You can get a checkered pair of skinny jeans and get one of those belts. You'll be perfect.
I love
Oh no,
it.
don't you worry. I have
They're on
Halloween
sale at Hot
plans. Plans, Halloween plans.
These belts are
So,
on sale at Hot Topic.
We're absolutely excited that you are here and have stopped by. If you're on the TikTok, make sure to check the link in the bio to catch us everywhere else. And it's been an absolutely amazing time with you guys. If you want to check out these phenomenal people here, I still have to update Heather. But you can find all of their stuff down below, and you'll find Heather's information there tomorrow. When we do Battle of the Bags tomorrow, I'm super excited. We are absolutely stoked that you are here. Stream Elements decided to work now.
Yeah.
Super excited that you guys have been here and experiencing
say
this.
that when it doesn't work.
I know.
Yeah, you said it and you broke it.
I did. I jinxed it.
God damn it.
We're going to go ahead and raid out to a friend in the community, Mr. ADHD Games. Really excited to
Yay!
say hi to him.
Damn.
So, are we able to get the raid emotes?
That's a yep.
That one decided to work.
You know what? Whatever. Stream Elements, you are on something
Hey, girl.
tonight.
Grab those raid emotes. We're going to head over, spread some love. Remember, your voices matter. Be kind, love one another, and we'll see you very soon.
Bye-bye.
Rar.
XD.